he's not going to be here?
Nope. He said he is not, or he doesn't think he's going to make it yet.
All right. Oh, Dave, I forgot. After I was gone, I told you I was gone this past week. I forgot after I got back to do the backstory, but I'll do it this week.
Yep, I do need them. I have started reading them, and kind of putting some thoughts together. So yes, I do. But I have the most of them, so it's not that big a deal. I'll make yours.
Yeah, if you have any questions on mine, let me know.
I'm sure I'm going to have questions on probably all of them, like I did last time, as I sort through some little nugget to tie you to it. Like I say, the bigger thing is your backstory is how did you work in that kind of secret. That's the big thing. As I go and look at them, and I need that like for you people that whether I've got yours or not, make sure that secret is well defined. When you put secret at the beginning and the end of where you have it typed up or have it as a separate clause, it doesn't matter to me as I work through it. Anyway, once again, let me know if the music is too loud. Otherwise, we're going to get started.
I think, Chris had a torch and going, and if you can give my token blind sight 60 feet.
Hey, Eddie, there's no nothing for that.
Oh, just sight 60 feet. Yeah,
I'm just going to give you sight, and so it'll have to mimic that. Just
that's fine. That's fine.
If there is something that would normally block your vision, like a cloud or fog cloud, obviously a scorpion can still see through it.
I'm
gonna take my other two guys, Bongo and Fargrim. I'm gonna put them back toward the beginning.
I'm gonna start looking through these sarcophagi. I know I have just pinchers and hands, but I'm assuming they're toppled over with, from age. So start looking in there, and
they are. And these are the sarcophagi that the rites come out of. They shove the lids off and come out of each and every one of them. So by this point, the lids are off of all of them, all six.
Okay.
When you step up, you start taking a look over on that side. Start just filtering through what is left in these things. You see a number of decaying and old wool cloaks. You see hats and clothing that are just deteriorated away as you are just kind of filtering through each of these. But as you get through, you find one potion bottle that was just in a perfect container inside it. One potion.
All right, I'm going to point to Dawson with my stinger at the potion and say, "This looks pretty valuable."
Right. It's very odd.
Yeah, I can't pick it up.
Nope. I don't imagine you can. It's a giant scorpion.
Yeah.
Fine dexterity went away.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else, like arrow slits or?
No. You look around these solid walls, and while they are still solid, again, there is mold growing, there's roots kind of coming through some of them. But the bigger thing that obviously catches your eye in this room is the big gaping hole on the west wall.
Gotcha.
Dawson, you reach over, find that potion that he's talking about. As you pick it up, you feel the weight of everything, like liquid in a milk jug. Can't see it most of the time, but you know it's there. But this isn't a clear vial. Like most clear vials are back then. They're just clear glass. And you feel and hear the liquid slosh, but you see nothing moving around in it.
Alright.
What do you think it might be?
Is it clear?
Crystal clear. There's no liquid in it at all.
But it feels like it has weight.
That is not what it feels like.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna just say from a distance.
It looks like it's empty with my Arcana check of 8. Is it empty? Is there anything?
Sure it is. When you look at it, it is like you can see all the way through. But yet, Dawson can shake that thing and go, yeah, I feel like I hear something. I'm pretty sure I hear sloshing. Pretty sure I hear sloshing.
It might be invisibility. That's what my arcane senses are telling me.
Or it might be in a 3D.
I mean, it could be anything, but
That's true.
I'm just saying you can't see it. I'm saying invisibility. I mean,
if you would like to put down one potion bottle and put a whatever note you feel like needs to be on there, I think y'all still have access to the player handout for notes and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
To do yourself.
And Dave, my guy.
Just in case, I would put a note designated. Go ahead.
Oh, it looks like there's like I don't know, maybe a 2.5 foot like emanation or something coming from him. But I was just going to remind you to add like the torchlight on because I'm kind of blacked out. I can't see anything.
Okay, are you holding the torch?
Yeah.
Okay. I must have missed that somehow.
Yeah, it was the same time that Rick cast light, but yeah, I was just watching the video today, and he said that.
Oh yeah, I know Rick had light, but I know Chris didn't pick up cantrip, so.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I got to go old school with the torch.
Nope. I got you. Running around with at least a torch.
Yeah.
And I know John's got dark vision, but did you have the light spell, John?
No.
I didn't think so.
Rick, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just Rick. I was pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
actually, maybe I could rig up something and have a staff, and on top of the staff, I could just have like where I could redo a torch on top, and just light the top of the staff.
With a torch on top of it, but it would still just be a torch.
That's badass.
Yeah,
The effect is the same. You would still be carrying a torch.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting way to do it.
I might need to get some continual flame on my badass staff.
Let me know next rest.
Okay.
Nothing, says scary like a wizard that shows or a sorcerer that shows up with a staff that's just constantly burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So have we checked this room out? I know Eddie was moving, or the Scorpion was moving through and found the potion, but are these beds in here, or like
those are the sarcophagi that the rites came out of.
Oh, okay.
The lids are now pushed off. The six of them came out of them. He's kind of went around and searched. Again, let me know if there's something you want to do. As the Scorpion was searching, he's handing it over to Aureus. I mean, that's kind of it. Is there something Zoran and Smoke wants to do?
Yeah, I want to just pick whatever one. I think we should look through all these sarcophagi.
And he did. I included that in his search.
Oh, okay. Then I'm good. Okay.
I included that in his search simply because they're already open, and it is bare minimum inside there until you run across that one crazy potion.
Okay. How is everybody doing with like how they're feeling, their character feeling? Everybody pretty good right now, or does anybody need anything?
Doing all good.
Can you give me a beer? I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, let's check out this passage.
Later at the tavern.
There you go.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the meat shield.
Onward.
Looks clear.
All right. Then obviously tonight this is going to be different. If we want to make it, it may not be too bad with only 4 people. As you're moving in, I'm assuming the Scorpion is going first.
Yeah.
Is that how y'all want to handle that?
Yeah, I'll be easy.
Going?
Yeah, he's a lead tank.
Right. Like say your next best option is your monk. Depending on what Eddie decides to change.
Yeah, if we're gonna do like sneak, probably have the monk do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I would say at this point, don't go in front of the Scorpion unless you just want to. Let the Scorpion make first moves. Everybody else can follow in behind that anytime we're moving, if that's the way you want to do it. Now, 4 people versus 6, this is probably going to go fairly quickly, so it may not even matter.
Yeah, if you guys are okay, I think we should just do individual, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. It may go just with 4 people. It may go fine.
Right.
4 people tends to keep combat and everything going quickly if you're ready, if you're kind of ready. But you come through the crack in the wall. Roots protrude through these cracks and all across the ceiling. The bulk of it coming out of the southeastern wall, as you can see. Across the room to the west, stone staircase in the southeast. A stone staircase on the west side raises up from the floor a good 20 feet. You see the collapsed wall that is on the southeast and the nearby wall that has crumbled as part of it. 3 doors on the north wall, completely shut as you look to the north. The middle door has a massive padlock on it. To that west is that staircase that leads up and kind of overlooks back into this room, with just enough space for one person to move down it. To the south, you see the collapsed walls on both the west and the east side of it, but the ceiling still holding strong, but with a small 5-foot passage that seems to go into another area.
Okay. I'm just gonna look. Do I hear this rustling? Any of this water down here at all?
You don't. I was about to say your side is, kind of different.
Right.
But you're seeing just like normal. That if there was anything obscuring it, like fog or whatever.
Gotcha.
So as far as looking, we're just going to run it that way too. I mean, you look and you get this sensation as you look. You tell me which way you're looking so that I make sure I describe the right thing.
Like right at this water feature.
Oh, you're kind of looking down into toward the south, and as you look down into that area, you do see what appears to be some massive fountain.
Indeed.
Water trickling, water moving, but a massive fountain as you look through that crumbling passageway into another room.
And these are roots that are kind of taken over.
Yes.
Roots.
Roots from some massive tree above ground in the graveyard that you're under has grown far enough down, stretched out, broke through over time, the age of it, and has just stretched into the room, caused this area to be weak and collapsed in that corner.
I think we should look at these doors before we go anywhere else. At least we know that there's nothing to the south. And
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And you can still talk in a scorpion form, is that correct?
yeah, I can talk in all my.
Is it all forms?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Very
doing
cool.
a little bit more gruff in my animal form, and I sound
No, I
like
love it.
something else.
I imagine for this creature, it's probably a little more clickety. I don't know why my head says that. Yeah.
Clickety clack.
But yes, you step to the north, and in those 3 doors, only the center one seems to have a massive padlock on it.
I can't remember. None of us have thieves' tools, or maybe Rick does, but we have to wait for Rick to come back to do the center one.
Unless you just break it off. There's always that option. However, looking at these doors, you can tell that they are made out of heavy stone and metal brackets. These doors do not appear to be part of the original construction of this area at all. Stone doors with metal hinges, metal corner brackets, clearly made to withstand an assault.
But before moving up, I was going to check out this water. Is it like, does it appear to be clear, good smelling, foul smelling?
From the distance that you are,
Is it coming through right here? Is this where the water is?
water is south, down here.
Oh, I apologize.
I don't think you ever moved far enough to get a great look at that. Again, your torchlight giving you 20 foot of bright, 20 foot of dim.
Right. Okay, I thought the water was there. Okay.
So you
we
catch,
go up to the doors.
yeah, from where you are, and you're looking down in there, you hear the water. You don't really get a foul smell of anything like stagnant. It's moving. But as far as it being clear, kind of hard to tell from where you're
Gotcha.
your distance. Very hard to tell from that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best. I don't think I have true ears, but I'm gonna listen at this door right here.
Yeah, you step up to it, give me that perception.
I get the same.
Alright, then let's go ahead and have it as a group roll. Everybody moves up in there. Best 2 out of 4.
Damn it. Starting out strong.
Nope.
Three.
Sounds quiet.
You guys all get up to there and do your best to hear, but not a single sound comes to your ear in that door
Okay.
as you try to listen.
Alright. Well,
All right, Jimmy, break it down.
this one, only the middle one has a lock.
Yep. Correct.
I'll step back, so if somebody wants to manipulate the door handle.
Oris, are you able to do any kind of like sleight of hand or thieves tools? Do you have anything like that?
Is it
I know
unlocked?
you have.
I have a +9 to sleight of hand, but I think I only have thieves tools. That's something I have to buy. I have
Oh, okay.
other tools.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
It is unlocked.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dog walks up and just pushes that handle down. The door just snaps to and opens up as he steps on inside. The big scorpion strides on in, not fearful of anything. As he steps in, there's a metal grate on the floor in this 10 square foot room that seems to block access to this lower area with this, like a shallow stone pit underneath it that's deep into the ground. The first thing that catches your eye is an odd shape that's down in there. There's no light coming off of it, but something odd is down in there.
Let me get out of the
as
way.
your blind sight allows you
Oh,
to
okay.
pick it up. However, as you step in there, so brazenly, immediately blades swirled and whipped out of the wall. You now see the desiccated body of something that looks to have been sliced and chopped up and has fallen into this grate.
Back up.
And as you were standing there, the blades just whip around in this 10-foot section. Eddie, you're the only one that's clearly fitting in there. Smoke Jaw is not quite in there.
Yeah.
I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity. I'm sorry. DC 15 dexterity save.
Oh man, not good at this. Oh,
3. That thing hits you, and that scorpion immediately takes 14 slashing damage. And because that scorpion, and you'll have to tell me if this even affects you, because that scorpion failed its save, I need a DC 14 con save, or you will suffer poison.
okay.
Is the scorpion affected by poison?
Let me see. I don't have an immunity to it, so no. Or I'm affected to it. Yeah, I can give it, but apparently I can still receive it too. So.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Some things get at least resistant to it. And I need a DC 14 con save from the sword.
Yes.
You're going to make that. So you're going to take half of this. You're going to take 7. So these whirling blades just zoom out, and they are old, and they are rusted, and they slice out from all 4 walls, and the floor, and the ceiling. And this thing looks like a meat grinder as it just swirls everywhere.
Does it stop after it hits me?
It does.
Okay.
Your massive body weight seems to have kept the depression plates pushed down. And you notice that it is not currently resetting as long as you are standing on it.
Okay.
Don't move.
Yeah. You want to come and search? I'll stay put.
Of course. I'll come in. Take a look
Scorpion
around.
does its best to back into that corner. Smoke Dog, you step inside. Down in the pit, you have no light, so if you'd like to give me a perception check at disadvantage. You see those objects that are down in there, but you can't quite make them out.
Can I grab them? Can I reach them at all?
You know what, you can. Your arm will barely fit through the grating and reach down in there. You see two different things. You see what looks to be the shape of some type of item, and the other looks to be maybe paperwork or scrolls that didn't fall all the way down and got trapped in webbing like cobwebs before it fell all the way to the bottom. So you know, looking at it, one is slightly easier than the other. You may go after one at a time, but you tell me which one. The harder object at the bottom that is a little larger, or these scroll type things that as they fell through, they got caught in the webbing and are just in the shaft, not at the bottom.
I might let my friend, my monk friend over here, he's got quicker hands than me.
Oh,
Mr. Fast Hands, come over here and see what you can do.
Spirit fingers.
You want me to bring the torch in there to maybe where you can see better?
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, you can. I'll step outside and give y'all some room. Ooh.
What are we looking at here?
same thing. You see two objects that are down into this hole. A larger, slightly heavier object that is all the way at the bottom. Now that the light is there, though, you see it glinting. It is clearly an item made of gold, but in a little bit of water. You can't make out exactly what it is, but it is definitely made of gold.
Okay. Would I, looking at it, would I be able to get both of them?
Not in one roll. The object at the bottom is clearly too heavy as you stick one arm down in there. There are two different objects that will require two different attempts.
Okay. Well, I'll do the first attempt on the one that I can reach first.
Okay, that would be the scroll.
Alright.
You reach down in there and try to get this thing. Give it a shot.
Alright, roll.
I'm sorry, sleight of hand, dexterity check. Sleight of hand. 12. You have no problem. These are fairly easy to grab. You get on your side, stick your arm down through the grate, you scoop up the pieces of paper, and you bring them back out the top.
Nice job.
Okay, cool. Well, no chance I got this.
The next one is going to cause you to stretch on that grate about as hard as you can do it. It appears to be a bit harder.
Alright, same roll.
Yep, same thing, sleight of hand.
Alright.
If you can go for the second. 19
Wow.
with a DC of 18. You reach down in there, you barely get your fingers around it, and you pull it up, and as it gets to the grate top, you start to squeeze it and meander it through the grate, and it almost slips out of your hand with a DC of 18, and you make it a 19. But at the last second, you pull it tight, and it squeezes right through the grate opening, and you pull it out. And it looks to be a clasp-typed pin full of diamonds and gold. And it looks like a harp and it's worth 2,500 gold pieces.
What?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Now, I need an intelligence check from the entire party.
Alright.
Like an intelligence check, you're rolling straight intelligence.
Okay, so not a save, so.
Nope, not a save. This has got 0 proficiency. Straight up intelligence check.
That's the only good roll I'm gonna get all night.
Oh, baby, I think I got it.
You know what? It's not going to matter because that 20 is usually scores as 2 hits of a win. You instantly know that this symbol has come from some type of Harper representative, and that he met his demise in here as the blades chopped him up finally, and he has decayed over time. Most of his body falling through this thing into the bottom. However, you find in his extravagant Harper pin of a harp worth 2,500 gold.
Are y'all writing that putting it in the notes section, please?
You find a scroll and a gold and diamond pendant of a harp.
That's one scroll, right?
Yes.
How deep, now that I'm in here and I'm looking too, I'm going to use my staff and like, how deep will it go down? Like, can I touch
Not
the
very
bottom?
deep at all. Not very deep. Maybe 3.5.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
not very deep at all. It's running a little bit.
Yes.
The water is kind of moving in the bottom of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as deep, not that deep. Like I said, you can stretch your arm if you wiggle just right. You stretch your arm through the grate down toward the bottom.
Can
Since
y'all?
I'm in here and I've got the torch, I'm going to ask everyone, like, you know, and the way this room looks, like maybe there's a secret, you know, door or something in here. Maybe we should check it for a secret passageway or secret opening, like maybe a perception check.
Are we doing this as a group or are we doing this singularly?
Well, I was just going to say somebody wanted to help me, like, for advantage or whatever. Or if somebody else wanted to roll it.
Again, yeah. Doing it singularly with advantage, somebody help it, or are you doing it as a group roll with everybody doing it?
This group's probably pretty good to roll everyone, but
Yeah, I mean, we can do it as a group roll, that's fine.
Sure. Best 2 out of 4. Everybody roll perception and start looking around.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Or is that not my part? You dig through this room, 0 passages. Nothing in here looks to open up into anything. Matter of fact, the only thing you probably pick up is the numerous slits in the wall that activate when your trap goes off. Nothing looks to open up into anything. But kind of now that you know where the traps are, you can kind of see where all the blades were flying out.
okay.
Alright, well, let me go ahead and get out of this room, Timbermoss, before you relieve the pressure
Yeah.
of this room.
Yeah. Back up,
Thank you.
coming through. Get out of the way,
Of course,
Spellcasting.
Eddie, we're not in combat, so it's not, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
But your big body does have to squeeze through that 5-foot little space.
Yeah.
If it's combat, it might matter. We're not
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it, so it doesn't matter now.
Yep, I figured as much. Alright, never mind, Smoke. Y'all just move on through. Never mind. Excuse me, pardon me.
Yep. You squeeze through, crawl back out into the opening, and you see the pressure plates in that thing instantly slide back up, smooth the floor back out, and the pressure plating has reset the trap.
Wow. Just in time.
Alright, what's behind door number 2?
When you step over to that big stone door, how do you want to handle it?
I'm gonna open it right up. I'm confident.
He is so confident. Click it. See what happens. Boom, and it does. Opens right up.
This time, before anybody goes in, maybe Oris wants to go in and check for traps.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay with me?
Sure.
Go ahead, quick hands.
We got your back. Way back.
I'll check for traps. I don't know if you want me to do it once for right here and once for in the room.
It would be twice if you're checking the hallway versus checking out the room.
Okay, well I'll check the hallway first.
Sure. Give it to me. You tell me if you want to try to investigate it or if you're going to perception that thing.
I'll do perception because I don't have investigation.
Sure. gonna try to see if you see any telltale signs looking around. And you don't see nothing in the hallway.
Alright, then I'll walk right here. Come on. And then I'll check the room.
Alright? You start looking around to see if anything like the other room and some telltale sign of a trap. Nothing. This looks exactly like what it appears to be. You see a couple stone shelves on the back wall, seems to contain a couple boxes and bags, and you see 2 crates that are on the left and right side as you walk in that are just kind of pushed up against the wall.
Well, let's get anything else. So I'll walk up to right here. You said this was, sorry, you said this, I see the crates, but this is...
They're like stone shelves with different types of things on it.
Do we see anything worthwhile?
I think the only thing that maybe might catch your particular eye, other than some basic tools, you see lantern and a lantern oil if you wanted that. But I think something that probably catches your eye more is a set of thieves' tools that are on this shelf.
Oh yeah!
As you're looking over the shelves.
What a coincidence.
And there's a 10-foot section of chain if you feel like you want a chain. Obviously those are heavier and loud, but there is a chain there. Lantern oil, a 10-foot chain, and a set of thieves' tools, and a hammer.
There you go, Chris.
Grab those tools, my good man, as Smokejaw says, smoking up the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and grab the lantern and the lantern.
Nobody will know Smokejaw's been through here.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, is that a hooded lantern?
Nope, just a regular old lantern. And lantern oil. 2 vials of lantern oil.
What about...
I'm not seeing a standard lantern under inventory. It's like bullseye, it's like hooded.
Probably hooded is what it's looking for. It doesn't say that in the adventure, it just says lantern.
Gotcha, okay.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's probably just a hooded lantern. Anyone else?
No.
As Aureus goes over the shelves, anybody else want to look together?
Yeah, I will.
You got 2 crates, left or right.
I'll take left since I'm where I'm at.
You open up the left set of crates, pry it open a little bit, look inside, and you see what appears to be 10 days worth of rations in that crate.
Okay. Do they appear to be in good shape? Like
They do.
Smelling?
Yep.
Okay.
10
Interesting.
days worth of solid rations in that crate. You look to the right one. You go to pry that lid off, and scrawled on the top in some shitty writing, you see something written. You can make give me. I'll take perception or investigation to see if you can make this out. Chris, I figure he's the one looking at the crate. Unless
you said
somebody else
investigation.
is. I'll take either one. Perception or investigation.
Okay, I'll do investigation. I mean, perception. It still sucks.
You can't quite make it all out.
Nice.
Well, you make out a little bit of it. You can't quite make it all out, but as you do your fingers, you can't make out this letter, can't make out this letter. Toward the end of it, it says healing use only. But you can't quite make out what came before it. But it says healing use only.
Okay. What's on the inside of it?
You pry it open, and neatly packed in straw so that it cannot be broken, you find 2 potions of healing.
Oh, okay. So I've actually got some healing potions already. So anybody else want to take these, or you want to split them up, or whatever?
Yeah, I don't have any, so...
There. Okay. And you said there were 2.
Yep, 2 potions.
So actually, you might want to take one, and Smokejaw, you might want to take one because of how we had it with Bongo before. That way you both have, one if you need it.
Oh yeah, that was last time. Somebody needed one and didn't have one.
Yeah. And they were searching Bungo, and I had one, but I went to the astral plane and I couldn't do anything.
Right.
I'll carry it.
Sure. Each of you put one down, Orius and Smoke Jaw. Nothing else is in that crate.
Okay. And Dave, while I guess I don't know if Smoke Jaw or whoever wants to look at the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead and light this lantern because it actually gives better sight, and I'm gonna snuff out the torch. But if you want to change mine, it actually says 30 foot bright and 30 foot dim.
Okay.
For the lantern.
Fill it up and light a lantern instead.
Yeah, use that since it gives a little bit better light. Okay.
Half a moment. Who else? Got any other plans in here?
Yeah.
But didn't we have one more crate to look in?
No, that was both of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One had food, one had potions.
Okay.
How about we give those tools a try? Try out that door there.
That's a good idea.
Try.
Go ahead, I'm just gonna stand to the side. I'm not confident in this door.
No one else has sleight of hand to help him out. Is that correct?
I've got +2. I don't have proficiency yet.
Yep, gotta have proficiency to help. Unless you got a knock spell or something like that.
Or a bard.
Or a bard, which would count as proficiency. So yeah, you get up there with this set of tools, see what you can do with it.
Okay. There's a slide handshake, right?
And it sure is. Dude, for never having really used thieves' tools before, you're like, I don't know what all the crap is about. This was easy. You use the tools, man, and you're like click, 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 left, right, left, up, down, down, VA start, and the thing just opens right up.
It's select start.
Yeah.
It was a push button start, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the code for Nintendo.
They forgot to take the combination off the back. Something. You're like, oh, there it is. And
There was only one tumbler.
Yeah, the lock is just right over. They got the lock at a Dollar General, and yeah, it had like one tumbler. I guess it would be called Copper General. Everything's copper. So yeah, dude, you unlock it. You have no issues with it. The lock comes right off. Click, click.
Alright, cool. If y'all want to back up, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to open this door.
Onward, fast hands.
And I'll open it.
Proceed. You click it open. The big stone door folds to the inside. And way at the back, you see what looks to be an old crypt. It holds a singular coffin, and the lid is open. You see a few tattered pieces of clothing laid about its edge. A bare bit of wild-looking black hair seems to be coming out the top of the coffin, laid over the top edge and then down on the outside. Something is in it. You cannot see the body, but you see the hair coming up and over the edge and down the outside of it.
Perhaps this door was locked for a reason.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna move into the
People
space.
just lock
get
doors.
up and fight.
People just lock doors for the heck of it. They don't lock doors. They don't lock doors for reasons. That's crazy.
With more light going into it now, is anything more apparent from the lantern?
No, that you look at it and it doesn't. That is what you get.
Okay.
If they didn't want us in here, they would have locked better.
Light doesn't cause anything else to stick out.
Gotcha.
Alright, how tall is the ceiling in this hallway?
In the hallway,
Yeah.
15 feet.
Okay. And the coffin looks like it's what, maybe a couple feet high?
Oh yeah, It's not even on the table. It's just on like a little dais. It's just you can't see all the way in it. So I guess the whole thing would be just a couple feet off the floor.
Okay.
Just way too far to see what's in the box.
What's in the
I want
box?
to do this. I want to. If y'all want to stand back or just not go in there, I'm going to stealthily run across the wall to the end and make a U-turn at the end of the wall.
Oh, like do a parkour from east to west and then try to run back?
Yeah, because I can run across the walls if I keep moving, but I'm going to do it stealthily, and as I make my U-turn at the end of the wall, see if I can see what's in there, and make it back to here without touching the ground.
Dude, I say if you can give me a stealth roll to see how quiet you are, because running across the wall itself is not the problem. However, I am going to require you to do an acrobatics check when you get to the end to jump from the other side and then obviously run back this way. So let's start off.
No, I don't want to jump to the other side. I'm just going to make a U-turn.
Oh.
As a monk, it says that I can...
I completely misunderstood you. Yes, without acrobatics. You're just going to run it.
I'm just going to run. I'm going to run and literally just make a U-turn and come back.
Yep, I had a parkour envisioned in my head. But go ahead. I need a stealth roll as you try to do this very quietly.
28.
Dude, quiet as the wind.
Wow.
You jump on this thing. You move down the wall. You catch a little handhold at the end. You just get a quick glimpse. So if you'd like to move your token down toward the end.
Yeah, just like
get a
however
glimpse.
tall the wall is, just be running like almost near the top so that I can actually see what's there without actually hitting the ground.
Right. You
That's
get
awesome.
a glimpse, a quick glance in this old crypt. Inside, you see a dark-skinned woman with black hair. She looks to be completely asleep in the coffin. As she's laying there, she is surrounded by numerous blankets that you saw earlier, some of them protruding over the top edge. And with a quick glance, you run all the way back.
Alright, and as I touch the ground, I'll tell him what I saw.
Y'all hear what he said.
Could you tell if she was breathing? Was her chest moving?
It looked like she was just asleep, so not dead.
Okay.
Anything want to disturb?
I think I might scare.
Maybe she was. Well, she might be a prisoner. I mean, maybe she's not.
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a bad place, and she was locked up. It's like, Mason, maybe she's good.
Maybe. Could be right.
Go kiss her, Prince Charming.
Let's see. I'm going to do this.
Send one of the talkers.
Yeah.
Everyone move out from around the door, so that within a line of sight they can't see us. Like to the edge. And if you might want to move over just a little bit more, Orius. Okay. And I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna do
Grenade.
minor illusion, which is no verbal, and I'm gonna make like a roar, like right there at her coffin, and then we're gonna listen and see what happens.
Nice.
You step up there. I think you got to be obviously you got to be able to see. I think with minor illusion, so you're kind of standing in the doorway. If I'm envisioning this right, you're looking down the hallway. You cast minor illusion and you make this loud sound, and you step out of the way of the hallway.
Like I'm kind of straddling it, and then I move back to where I'm at now.
Yep. You cast the spell and immediately step out of sight, line of sight in the view. The roar goes off. You hear a massive scream from inside of the room. Then you hear most likely what would be a what the hell?
So it's in common?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at everyone like with my finger up to my lip, like just wait, like wait.
I put my claw up to my mandible.
You hear movement, yeah. The little crazy petty pouts in the front. You hear movement from inside. You hear movement shifting around.
Is anything getting closer?
As best you can, but you do not immediately see anything, hear anything getting closer.
Does the door open into the hallway or into the room that we're in?
The door opens into the hallway, not into your room.
Okay.
You stand there for a few more seconds. You hear more rustling. You hear almost as if someone is talking to themselves.
What are they saying?
You hear steps back and forth in front of down the hall, like it's not quite pacing, but definitely moving.
Was there any other light source that we could tell in there other than the light from the lantern?
No. Yours was the only.
She wouldn't notice my smoke, would she?
She would probably smell your smoke, maybe, but she would definitely see the lantern, the light coming from the side that Chris is on. There's no doubt about that. And after a minute or two of nothing, as you're standing there, you hear her voice. Who's there? I know someone's there.
This would be a crazy time for a knock-knock joke.
I'm gonna make the sound reoccur, like the roar, where I had made it originally. It stays for a minute duration, or I can keep making it like reoccur. I'm just gonna do it again.
But
and see
it's
what
a roar.
She does. Yeah.
You do that, and then there's a pause. And then you immediately hear running as it's coming to you.
I'm gonna hold out my foot.
And as it does, that door slams shut.
Oh.
At the sound of the roar. Something can run down the hallway, and then you heard that big door just go boom and slam it shut.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do another illusionary sound, and this time it's gonna be just of like, blades, like battle or whatever, like
Well, it only makes one sound at a time. So
okay, a sword hitting
a sword
hitting something.
Right, sword hitting something. Then to tick off the 6 seconds or whatever, you can make another sound. You can make an you can make the
I'll do a couple of those, but then after a little bit, I'm gonna knock on the door and I'm saying it's safe. You can come out now. In common.
Through this stone door, you hear it's safe from who?
There was a beast out here.
Oh man.
We put it down.
I'm gonna go around the corner. I'm gonna move around the corner.
Hey, Scorpion, go high. You're the beast.
And as I'm talking to her, Dave, I'm gonna try to use.
Never mind. I'm not the player.
I'm gonna try to use persuasion and just comfort her, let her know.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Like it's fine.
That's what I was thinking, Smoke Job. He needs to roll over on his back.
There you go.
Keep his legs up in the air. That's what I was thinking about. I wasn't gonna say it. Oh
like
my
a
God.
spider with his legs and the guy that curls up.
Yeah, like curled up. He's twitching over there.
But I'm gonna try to influence her with persuasion to come out like it's okay.
Well, here's a great example of persuasion versus deception. You are clearly lying in this situation. There is no beast that you killed. There's no nothing. But that doesn't mean it can't be persuasion. Doesn't mean it can't be persuasion. But you have to be truthful in persuasion. You have to be an honest and truthful maneuver. Otherwise, it moves into deception. So, in your truthfulness, what are you saying to her in an attempt to resolve this?
Well, I guess then in that case, it would be under deception then, but yeah, like,
okay. Well, what you say, obviously your earlier stuff was deception, but you could talk to her in any way at this point, and it could be persuasion, or you could still play at the lie. It's that part is completely up to you, but one is a lie, and one is backed by honesty and truth. So you tell me how you're role-playing that.
I'll just do it as the deception. Just
Sure.
Or no, I'll do it persuasion. Like, hey, we found the door, and I'm gonna shift a little bit. Hey, we found the door was locked. We're trying to, who are you? What are you doing in here? Were you hostage? Feel free to come out. We won't hurt you. We would love to know more about what you're doing here.
And I'm playing
that definitely sounds, again, more persuasion than dishonest. You're not trying to be ugly or lie about it. Using some honest talk, then you may roll persuasion, and we'll see how much she believes.
Okay.
And I'm flipped over.
You're flipped over. You tell her the story that
Crap,
she's a
I
hostage.
deleted my token.
Sorry.
I was trying to
bring that one back.
trying to erase the blood.
Nope.
Pools of blood.
I can't bring that back, so give me half a moment.
My bad.
Nope.
My screen went completely black. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it did.
He's just going for his arm.
I feel like a human.
Let's see. That's Timbermoss, the real character.
It should be the one with like a plus sign above. Yeah.
There we go. There's your wild check. And
Okay.
you should be able to grab the scorpion
Yeah.
and change it to the scorpion.
Yeah.
He believes you. And you slowly hear that door crack open. And the lady steps out. And she says, You're here to rescue us? You're not one of the cultists?
No, we're not an occultist. We are here. If you are in need of rescuing, we will try to help you. But we need to know more about who you are and what you're here for.
I am very much in need of rescuing. I am nothing without my power. They captured me and 4 others. They're somewhere here. I don't know where they are, but they did a spell on me. She says my name is Scarcella. I don't know if y'all wrote the names down, so I'll give this one to you for free. Can y'all see her name tag now?
No.
Y'all can't see the name tag that's on her token?
No.
Underneath?
Yeah, I don't see anything on her token.
Wonder why that's not showing. Interesting.
I don't see anyone's name tag on their token.
Well, most of the time I don't put you guys' on there because it gets in the way.
Gotcha.
You overlap each other, but I'll put hers like this, so if you hover over her, you'll see it now, instead of being underneath the token. Do y'all see the wild shape underneath Eddie? The word wild shape?
No.
Huh.
And I can't see anything.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to give that. I forgot to give that scorpion some vision.
Yeah.
Which I will rectify before we move.
If you guys look in your Facebook Messenger, that's a screenshot of all the people that were potentially missing.
Yes, that is the key. So, anyway, she says her name is Scarcella, and that she was kidnapped. But she feels very vulnerable at the moment because they've been doing rituals on her. She said she was a wild magic sorcerer. And whatever they did in this spellcasting has stripped her of her power.
Wow.
She's not exactly sure why or what they did, but they kept asking me about visions that I had. She said, who sent you here to rescue me?
I'll just tell her, the truth. The name of the person that sent us.
Lord, never.
Sure.
I'm going to say you were a wild magic sorcerer.
She
You
said,
lost your ability to cast spells.
she says, I didn't lose it. They took it. I didn't lose it. They took it.
How did they take it? In
She
what
said
way?
it was some type of spellcasting. It's some type of magic they did. They stole it from me. The secret to my powers, they took. She said, I hope that it returns naturally, just like my power came to me naturally. But at the moment, I have nothing.
That is most unusual.
But she says,
So have you?
asking me about this vision that I had, but after the ritual, they just threw me in here and said I was no longer needed for that part of their plan.
So you can no longer cast spells, which you said, but even cantrips, you can't cast those either.
She says, I can do nothing.
That is very alarming.
I don't feel the power. I don't feel like I used to be. She says, at one point I was able to explore the future, psychic exploration. And I saw something that they kept asking about, but then they took it. They cast a spell and took it all. What I saw,
your memory?
yes. What I saw, my ability to cast magic, the power, they stole it all. It was some desiccated figure, a man floating, levitating off the ground. He had energy all around him. And then this desiccated man, he screamed, and this wave of energy erupted, and it just caused everything to shake. And when I awoke, it was just devastation across the world. But I felt like I'm the only one that's been affected. I have no power. I thought I was seeing the future where this desiccated man destroyed everything, but he simply took from me the secret of my power.
That is unusual.
I need to get out of here. Is there any way you can show me how to get out?
Yeah, just follow. I'll tell you, just go this way, you go straight upstairs and leave.
Well, I'm gonna.
Because if I can get out of here, are we in Neverwinter? Are we still in Neverwinter? That's where I was taken.
Well, right now we're in the what was it called? The grave thing or something? Graveyard?
Yeah.
Mausoleum.
Yeah.
Does that token not? That token didn't have a scorpion, did it?
No, I no. Didn't.
I grabbed your normal watch and said, here, take this.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I completely apologize. I was trying to put blood around me, but if I need to, I don't know what happened. It's gone again. I didn't delete it.
I'm giving you.
Okay.
It's me. I'm giving you the scorpion token to make it right.
If we want to, I can fly her out of here to safety, because there may be some zombies and ghouls and whatever in the courtyard.
Well, now you know that there are guard patrols in the ritzy Neverdeath Graveyard that you're in.
Like guard patrols from the city?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
City guard in Neverwinter, you know that they patrol the rich graveyard, not necessarily the pauper graveyard.
Okay,
The
good
rich
guys.
one that you are in.
Okay.
That they do patrol that. That if she could get out of here,
Okay.
she tells you that she can probably make her way home as long as you're still in Neverwinter. If you're not, she says, if we're not there, then I don't know where I'm at. But if we're still in Neverwinter, if you can get me out of here, if it's just the Neverdeath Graveyard.
Right. That's where we are.
She says, I can make it home from there.
Before you go, let me ask you one more thing. So have you always had these visions? Or is this something that recently came to you, or just
she says,
like one of your nights?
She says, I was actually doing some psychic exploration. And in the middle of that, I started seeing these visions in my psychic exploration. And then it was not long after in which I was kidnapped. And they took me asking about those visions. I don't even know how they would know.
Dave, I want to do an inside check and see if she's actually being truthful.
Sure. Inside it up. Dude, everything coming out of her mouth is pretty dang honest.
Okay.
She's not trying to overplay it or understate it. She's just fearful. You can see the fear in her eye at the loss of her magic, her spellcasting power being stripped. And the solid memories that she had of what she saw has been stolen and has been boiled down to this slight little bit of a desiccated man.
Is there any way to help her get them back? Like, is there a roll I can make? Like,
there's no roll you can make.
I mean, like, just like see if I would know, probably like Arcana or something.
No, like I say, there's. Oh, wait. Of what magic they use that stole it?
Yeah.
No, because it's not this is not a known spell.
Okay.
This is an ability.
And this is something we've never heard of before.
Right. This is something you would have zero research knowledge, zero nothing. It's not out in the world anywhere.
Dave, I'm going to pick up the torch that Chris was using earlier with my pictures and walk up to Chris and like.
I am assuming he put the torch out and kept the torch as a backup.
Oh, okay,
Tell
gotcha.
me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I
would not.
But I'll give it to you. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, well, to give to her because she'll need to use it to get out.
and she's human, I guess.
She is indeed human.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, we can give you a torch as well to help you on your way. The way that we came in, the way that you'll go back out, we've cleared it of all threats that we know of. So you should be.
I could lead her out.
Okay. Yeah, just from the scorpion's back.
Yeah.
She says, thank you. I don't know why you're here, but thank you. When I get back, she says, I don't know how to find you, but I want to thank you. There are 4 others here. We were all captured. She said, I don't know why you're here, but I don't know what they're doing to them either, but it cannot be good.
Yeah,
We're looking for you. Yeah, we're looking for you, ma'am. Get on back. Giddy up.
Or maybe it's 3 more. Maybe it's 4 total, but 3 more. But she says it can't.
Can we give her one of the Sydney songs, or hold on for those?
Yeah, I'll probably hold on to it.
Yeah, let's hold on to those. Those might be pretty important.
But if you're going to show her the way out,
Yeah, she can get on my back, and I'll ride her out.
she takes that as let's go,
Okay.
and she is gone, and I'll just move her on out of here.
Bye.
Bye. And of course, she runs out into the graveyard. You see her track down to the first light source that she can find, whether there's guards walking around, just any of that. Knowing now that she's safer than what she was.
Nice. So 1 down. 3 to go. 4. Yeah, 3 to go. Good job, guys.
That is an image of the fort.
Which way? Go south or go west?
Let's get out here. Let's hit this water. The water.
Well, there's one door this way if you want to do that one first. I
Oh,
don't know if the other passage opens up, but there's one door this way.
Which way?
Excellent.
West.
Oh, yeah.
oh, I see it now. Yeah, I didn't see it.
The fountain.
We might have to use the stairs right here.
Right?
We'll bring the fountain up that way.
I think it goes this way.
Alright.
I'll go up there, I guess. It's kind of tight. Looks like there's a door.
Again, the hallway gets exceedingly tight.
Yeah.
You look down what looks to be a fairly new carved out tunnel as you squeeze your big freaking self down that little tunnel, and you get down there, and that big stone door doesn't seem to budge.
All right. Backing up. Maybe you can do something.
There's the handout for that as well.
Ah, that's awesome.
4 additional.
Were they all female?
You saying as in the door's locked?
Dawson, you're low volume, dude.
Yeah, you were just a little low on that one, Dawson. I couldn't quite make it out.
Are you saying like the door's locked?
That's what it appeared to the big scorpion.
Okay. Then I'll try and unlock it.
Stepping on down. That would be sleight of hand for you. 23 again. 2 for 2.
Wow, dude.
You have no problem clicking that and hearing the tumblers move off of this door and unlocking it.
Alright, people, I'm gonna open her up.
Looks like we're going in, boys.
You pull that door open to you this time. And as you pull it open, this small room appears almost like a crossroads between 2 different parts of the graveyard. You see a steep stairs that kind of descend from your east side, and it steps down into this little room area, and then another door on the west side. You see 4 bales of different sizes that are hanging from leather cords affixed to the ceiling, and they are hanging right in the middle of the room. The second you opened up the door, 4 lights in each corner immediately flared up, lighting up the room.
Oh, no.
They just and then you see 4 bells hanging in the center, going right down the middle of the room, almost in your way, hanging from leather straps.
Alright. Then I'm gonna proceed and see if I can see if there's traps.
Okay, you start looking around. You can tell that through the dust and the prints and everything in here, this whole room appears to be set up as some type of device. Could be a trap, could just be some type of mechanism in this room. But it is definitely not mundane.
Alright, well I'm gonna ask if any team monster want to in scorpion form, possibly. rock in there. See if it might set something off before we go in.
Oh, okay. I'm on it. I'm gonna go with my mandibles, pick up something that's gonna be 40 pounds or less. Something that he can toss.
Something fairly small, given a scorpion doesn't have a big mouth.
Well, I may have 2 big ass mandibles.
Oh, I'm thinking mandibles as a mouth. You mean claws?
Claws. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, you would have no problem picking up something like that in one of your big ass claws.
It's gonna be hard for me to throw it, but here you go.
Yeah, he ain't a thrower. Scorpions aren't a thrower.
Somebody with strength doesn't really matter.
This is not the drink party.
You can lift 40 pounds.
Yeah,
Forever?
whatever. I can throw it in the body.
Yeah, you're just not throwing it far.
Yeah.
Or with any real accuracy.
With any accuracy.
I mean, hell, you could roll it down the stairs for that matter.
Yeah. If these are stairs, I'll try and roll a boulder
It
down.
sure is. It goes down into that room.
Yeah, then I'll roll a boulder down the stairs from right here and see what happens.
Sure, do you roll that boulder down the stairs, click, clunk, 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 bloop, bloop. It rolls out into the room, rolls underneath the bales. The bales do not go to the floor. They're about chest high. Rolls underneath the bales, rolls all the way partially into the floor, maybe 5, 6 or so feet. Nothing happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of squeeze past these guys, and I'm gonna walk in. I'm just gonna walk in.
All right, now you know a big ass scorpion going in. You immediately realize there's no way you could squeeze in there in the size you are without banging into the bale.
Okay, fair enough.
Like you realize there ain't a chance in hell you can squeeze by that.
Nope, that's good perception. So I'm gonna let them know that I can't get in there. I'm gonna whisper this: I can't get in there without making a lot of ruckus.
Alright. That's alright. Would you say things in the corner were?
Torches. They look to be something magic has caused this to happen.
Right. Okay.
Something with a magic affinity. When you open that door, this whole room lit up with these 4 torches. There's one.
Okay, well,
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna try and not touch the bells.
Now, a normal human, you can get down all 4s, go right underneath it. Doesn't really require anything. You would go into the prone position, and you would be able to just kind of crawl underneath the bells.
So these go to the ceiling and no room around them?
There's a leather strap from the ceiling that comes down, and about chest high is where this big ass bell is hanging.
Right, can I go like near the leather strap and avoid the bell?
Not standing. You would have to get on the floor and crawl to the top or the bottom, the north or south side. But through the middle, you would have to crawl. And to avoid touching or hitting a bell.
I was just thinking like since I can move across surfaces.
But there's no ceiling that you could run across here. You couldn't run across the wall and take up a different 5-foot section.
Yeah.
These are right in the middle of your path. Yeah, you would have to crawl on the floor, crawl to where you're going, and then stand up on the north or south side.
That's cool. Just put me in, then I'll slip through.
You show me where you're going.
I'll slip through the area.
All right, you get on y'all see him get down on all 4s. He crawls underneath the bell. Nothing happens. He crawls out of the way, stands up on the north side.
Smokejaw, you're up.
Well, let me go around before we get through. I'm gonna walk around before everybody gets in there.
Okay, y'all heard that?
Barely.
I'm just gonna come over. I'm gonna come over here and try and open this door.
Click it. Let's see what it does.
Ooh.
Did it change for y'all?
Yeah, it says locked. Right.
Okay.
That's cool.
Nope, that's what I was hoping. You click it. It also appears to be locked.
Right, these bells, what's connecting the bell part of it to the outer ring where it would claim?
You look underneath the bell, and it's like any bell. It's a big brass-looking molded piece of metal up there. That's a ring, and then another ring is around it, made of brass. It's got the clacker that is underneath, hanging on it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like how some bells are, where it's like a big rope where it connects like the ball at the end. It actually
There's no rope. The only thing rope-like is the leather strap that is attached to the ceiling, comes all the way down, and is attached to a big eye hook on the top of the bell.
Okay, yeah, so there's no way to cut the bell just on it.
Oh no, not the bell itself, no. You'd have to make an attempt to cut that leather strap.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to open this door.
Have at it! You succeed. You're like, hey, this thing should open. But as you click those tumblers thinking you have succeeded, one of the torches goes out. And you click that handle thinking you succeeded, and it does not open.
Oh, you have to do it more than once. Is it still locked?
It is completely locked. Even though you think you should have succeeded.
Okay.
I would say try it one more time, but it might be magical. If you don't, if you feel like you got it this time and it doesn't, it probably is something else that's magical.
Oh, hold on. What are these torches? Are they... Is it just like regular flame?
That's what they look like. But, I mean, from where you are, I mean, you hold your hand up to it, and there's no heat at all.
Right, so could I try and put one out?
You can. You can try to put one out, but it doesn't go out.
Okay, yeah, that's my question.
Yeah. You can cover it. You can do all that kind of stuff to it, but does it go out? Does it burn you?
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and unlock the door again.
Sure. Dude, you know for a fact that this should have worked, but one of the torches goes out.
You're saying one of them does go out?
I keep
One
doing it
of
till
them-
all the torches go out.
One of them does go out,
Yeah.
and that door remains locked.
So two are out now?
2 are now out.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll try it again.
You got it.
If y'all are cool with it, I'm gonna do it 2 more times until...
So you're going to just do it until you succeed the next 2?
Well, I'm gonna try, yeah.
I mean, are you going to quit at all if you fail, or are you just going to keep doing it until you win?
Well, the only way I'm gonna quit is if I roll that 1 and it breaks.
That's true. Then I'm not even going to worry about that. If you're going until you succeed, then I'm just going to say you succeed. A couple more attempts. Maybe you fail, maybe you don't. But if you're doing it until you win, then you eventually win. All 4 torches go out on your successes. And the minute the 4th one goes out in your attempt to mechanically open this door, the bells start to shimmy and shake. Almost as if you have set off an alarm. And they all start ringing.
John, cast silence on him.
I don't have silence.
Yeah, he ain't a priest.
Why don't we cut him?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my dagger out and start cutting them.
You have no problem taking your dagger out. You step in there, you grab that leather rope, you saw on that thing on your turn, it cuts off, and that bell just keeps on ringing. It ain't hooked to nothing. It ain't struck by nothing, but that thing just keeps on making a racket.
Can I cut them all off and get them all in one hand?
You could carry 2, one in each hand. They're too big for.
Oh, they're pretty big. Somebody else grab these bells and follow me.
But they are going bananas.
Do it.
Does someone else get the other 2 bells?
I mean,
Yeah, I will.
grab 'em.
Okay, so we're gonna take the bells. You see a trail of smoke and a lot of ringing coming, and then he just comes over here and dumps them in the pit.
Nice.
Throws them in
Now
the
the
pit.
bell.
Yeah, well,
You
you're not
didn't
gonna go
break that. You didn't break that thing open, so they won't fit in that pit.
Yeah, and he's not
They
gonna
won't
go
fit
down
Let's
down
take them
in
and put them under the water.
I was just gonna throw them in here and shut the door.
There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Go
Now you can do that. They won't go down in the hole, but you could definitely go in there and
Awful
throw them in the
sound.
hole.
Yeah.
I mean, shut the door.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna throw them in there and shut the door.
inside the
Well, we
crates
can
too.
We can do one better. We can do one better than that. We'll go in here in this room with the crates with the packaging for the
Yep.
potions, and put them in the crate with the packaging. Cover them up.
Yeah.
And then close the crate and then close the door.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Nope, that ain't bad at all. So you take the bells in there, you throw them in the crates as best they'll go. Definitely muffled, but they obviously they just keep on ringing.
And we'll close this door too.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well, that's one problem solved.
possibly. We'll know in a minute if anything comes to dinner.
That's true.
Alright. Unless I'm gonna go back in this room. Is this door still locked?
That door is still locked.
Even if I try to unlock it manually again?
Yep. You
So
have taken
nothing will
part.
unlock.
You have taken part of the magic, but not all of it.
Right. And what, like, you said these are just torches?
Continual flame.
There is a magical effect happening.
But they're not lit now.
No, all 4 have relit and are back lighting into that fixture that they're on. And all 4 lit up the minute you just kept attempting to open that door. When you ran out of the 4th, the alarm went off.
Alright, well, can we get them? Can we move them?
Yeah, you can tear them off the wall.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take it off, or take however many I can get. What do you say, 2?
How much time do you want to spend?
Well, I'm just gonna take it off the wall, so...
Then yeah.
It's just a torch on the wall, I figure I can just take it out.
Well, they're attached to the wall. You take a little time to break that shit off. It ain't just a little normal torch attached to the wall. It is a magical effect happening here.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll just do that and take it off and say, Lazarus, or no, sorry, Zoran.
Yeah, have me-
character.
Yeah.
I guess we can try and take these off and move them. See if something changes.
You take them all 4
Yeah.
off. That door does not appear to come undone.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna move them. I'll move them into here, and we can say, maybe we can just toss them. I'm not gonna go down in that room, but maybe we can toss them down there.
Toss them into the water.
Yeah.
Sure. You have to. The maximum you could probably throw a torch is about 20 feet. I mean, that's a normal range for a dagger. So you go into the hallway. So somebody want to get within 20 feet of the fountain area, and I will describe what you see. And what happened? You step down in there with these 4 torches in hand. You get just a bit of a glance of this area as you start to throw these torches down into the room. You see a number of rusted pipes that run along the walls and the ceiling as you carry all this light source with you in there. Water flows from these nozzles in these pipes In the center of that room, you now get a good glimpse of this deep stone basin that sets in the floor and is filled to the brim with water. The surface ripples as the water comes from the top to the next level, to the next level, to the bottom, as it just seems to churn. You see one closed and padlocked door all the way across the room on the other side of the fountain as you look into this room. Other than that, you take the torches, toss them all, they go into the water while they're still doing their best to project light. They do sink into the water.
But they stay lit. The flame.
But they stay lit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got you.
like I say, a lot of light is coming from out of the surface of that water.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna try to go back over here then.
Sure.
With
Throw
the
them all
light that's
in.
illuminating the water,
Yep.
is there anything that we can see in the water?
It does kind of look clear to you now with the way the light is shining out of it. But as far as seeing anything in it, you're not nowhere near close enough to look over the fountain edge down into it.
I got you. Okay.
But you can definitely tell that it ain't polluted. So yeah, you go back to the room. Anybody else want to do anything while this is going on?
And we're taking the torches in the water.
Nope. Alrighty, then whoever's doing whatever, carry on.
Okay, is the door still locked?
So you walk all the way up to it, that bitch is sealed shut.
Okay, maybe we can just try to break the door down.
Yeah. What's the door made out of?
Magic.
Stone and metal.
Can I cast Dispel Magic?
You sure can if you want to burn that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
There is nothing stopping you from doing that.
Alright, now that I've seen y'all have your fun, and then he just dispels magic on it.
Piece of crap.
Now that you've had your fun. And just dispel magic on it.
now that you've let him toy around a bit.
Yeah.
Dude, you cast Dispel Magic on it. Now you see nothing change. You hear no clicks, you see nothing change. But you felt 0 resistance to your spell.
Cool. Does it open now?
You step up there, open the door, and it opens. Inside, you immediately see tables that have been turned up, creating barricades in the area that they are turned up in. Everybody that is behind these tables has half cover. The man standing that immediately can look down and see you, John, and the scorpion. And
Come out of there now!
the first 2 people up there, for my first 2 people, we are going to roll initiative. Wait till I get that pulled up. Make sure I can get it cleared. Hang on a second before you do anything.
This is a raid. Come out of there now! Hands up!
Please click your token, and we are going to get at it.
Yes, we are.
I'm using some Tides of Chaos on my initiative.
Here we go. You open that door immediately before anything happens as that door just opens up. This bolt of eldritch energy just rockets out and fires down the center. John, I'm going to give you half cover too, since you were on the just barely out of the edge from my vision. I'm going to see if I can hit you with 3 eldritch blasts. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. Get his stat sheet pulled up. He has. Let's see. Here we go. 3 eldritch blasts. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, no.
All right, you get hit twice, which causes a total of each one gets a +4, so 8, 9, and 5. That is you get to take 14 force damage.
All right.
Eddie, as the big scorpion, a firebolt rockets out of this guy's hand, flies right at you. 27.
Yep. Hits.
That is doing 3d10.
Ouch.
No, is just. Oh, it is 3d10. 9 damage.
And he gets disadvantage right next attack. Oh, that's damage. Never mind.
Yeah, just 9 damage.
Yeah, gotcha.
That is my 2 people with held attacks. My other people cannot see you, so their held attacks don't do anything. Aureus, you're up. Have at it. As their held attacks go off, waiting on you from setting off the alarm. You're up.
Alright, I figured I need to re-up the elemental thing.
You would. You're way past that one.
Alright. 1 point.
You come in and you get a really good look at this room now. Well, let me give you that little bit of a description minus its changes. When you get in here, you see the tables and chairs that were in this crypt area that seemed to be was once arranged in a meeting or mess hall type area. You see water dripping from a pipe from the wall that's dripping into a basin that's just over on one corner of the room. You see 3 tables that were around the room and set up for this meeting or mess hall room, but have now been overturned and made into makeshift walls that are scattered around the room. You see 6 cultists in this room that is now all behind tables and waiting to attack. So, my brown tables are the tables where they've overturned him. Anywhere that there is a table elsewhere, it is not technically a table, as they have overturned them. Aureus, you're up.
Alright. What looks different about this guy?
He just looks different. I mean, he is clearly wearing different robes, different look. These other guys look like they're all in some same attire, this red robe and whatever. This guy does not look like he is in that.
And you said these guys have cover?
Tables.
Yes.
Alright.
They have turned those tables up after the alarm and have been waiting.
Like an old Western salute type.
They kind of, sort of.
I wish I had my gunfighter guy right now.
Alright.
Kinda, sorta.
All 15 move here. Is it what kind of action would it be just to like make it go like turn it flat? Like to just kinda kick it, turn it flat.
It would definitely take your action, but I mean, I would say if you can make a DC 10 athletics, you'd have no problem turning this big freaking wood table over.
But it would take your whole action, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely more than an object interaction. That's an action. Dude, this is a big ass table. It's like trying to move something grander than those heavy wood ass tables you used to have to move at church.
Right.
This is a big wood ass table.
No, I'm just gonna walk up here and watch this table.
Have at it.
I'll try.
Because you have obviously went around the table. It's not going to apply to you. Both those are hitting with a crit. So it's 8 plus 18.
Alright, and this I'll do
26. Bam.
I'll do 5.
Sure, dude. Looks fairly human. Scorched him right up.
Alright. My bonus, do flurry.
Hit. Miss. Hit. Another 20. He is past bloody.
Okay. I can't move anymore, so I'm done.
Then you're done. My big guy. He steps over to the doorway. Free action, hits it with his elbow about 3 or 4 times. Boom, boom, boom. And then he launches a fireball right into that tiny room and blasts Smokejaw, the Scorpion, and Zoran. I need each of you to give me a DC, where you at? A DC 15 dexterity savings throw. Fail, make it. Cult Fanatic, 3rd level. Fireball. Incoming. 27. Smokejaw and Zoran will take 27. The Scorpion will take half.
I'm going to go ahead and burn a first level spell on the Spider Queen's Elemental Veil.
I'm assuming you
Absorb Elements.
just renamed Absorb Element. Sure.
Yeah.
Burn that
Absorb
first
Elements.
level. Burn that first level. Take half.
Got it. And I'll roll in a second for
Eddie, you'll
Magic
take.
Surge, 'cause that'll-
Then that means you'll take 13. Eddie, you'll take 13.
Yep.
From the 84. Smokejaw, you'll take 27 unless you have that spell, which I don't remember you having it, but you probably do. Most people take it. If you want to burn it or not.
Fuck yeah.
If you want to burn it or not, or take the 27, you tell me. But it does burn your reaction.
Which one? Chill?
No, absorb elements.
Yeah, I wanna do that.
Yep, then burn your reaction. Take 13 instead of 27.
Alright, good.
That is his turn. My fanatics are coming up. You know what? Oh yeah, my one guy can still see in that hallway. He is gonna step around 10 feet. I need the 3 of you to give me I need you to give me a DC 14 wisdom save, the three of you. DC 14 wisdom. Timbermoss makes it. Smokejaw makes it.
I'll use Hides of Chaos again on this.
Yep.
19.
All three of you make it. None of you are hit with slow. He steps back behind. Fireball, slow, and that puts Blades. Did I close it there? Why can't I find it? Yes, I did. Hang on, I lost it. Hey, Monk. First guy steps up, crits you right in the gut.
Alright.
You're gonna take 10 plus 8 would be 18.
Alright. And this is what?
It's a serrated blade.
So that means like slashing, maybe?
Slashing.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I said stab, but apparently he's slashing you with a serrated blade. Yeah, that you can do.
Deflect all of it. Is this the same guy that I punched?
Yes.
Okay, now I deflect all of it, and then I need him to make a DC 15 dex save.
DC 15 dex. He makes it.
Dang, okay.
Is that it?
I think I've never used this before. I gotta read it.
Oh yeah, because it's burning your reaction to deflect the attack. You are correct.
I'll deflect it, but I also can try and redirect it and hit him.
Yeah. Now
That's cool.
I think if you want to burn another Chi point, you can. Yes. For that part of it, I think that's right.
It doesn't say anything about if they make it. So I guess if they make it, they don't. Nothing happens. I don't know.
Oh yeah, if they make it, nothing happens probably.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, his second attack. 12. I'm pretty sure that misses. Fanatic behind you. 2 attacks. 23, 24.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take 13 and 12. Total of 25. My other 2 guys hold their attack. Zoran.
Oh, so they're holding theirs.
They are.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to. Let me read this right quick. So this is the start of my turn. So, and I get to roll it every turn for the magic surge because I rolled a 3.
Oh,
I
right,
got a
right.
35.
So you have resistance.
So I have resistance.
All damage.
Okay.
You'll have to help me remember that.
Okay, I will. Let's see. And I'm going to. I'm going to use a bonus action.
Sure.
To do the innate sorcery.
Yep.
And I'm going to do a going to do the shit. I'm gonna do a fireball. Let's see. Let me pull it in.
I was about to say, try that out and see if that.
Do it. Great balls of fire.
That's great.
And I'm gonna use meta magic for careful. Monkey, you won't take any damage.
So who won't?
The monk.
You gotta be able to see the monk. Pretty sure.
You're probably right. Let me just
Or at least that's how I know the mages work. I feel like that one probably works the same, but
I mean, it makes sense.
But you
Well,
normally
it doesn't say it, but it makes sense that you have to see them. I agree.
Did you move all 30?
Say again?
Did you move all 30? Weren't you right here?
I mean, I got 5 more, but I don't think that's going to make a difference.
Oh, okay.
Let me look at it.
Yep, didn't make a difference for him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I've already used my bonus action. Yeah.
Now the fireball works on people you don't matter if you see them or not. But the
Right.
part
It's just
of it,
the
normally,
meta magic.
Yeah, normally, you got to see him to sculpt them out of it.
Yeah, well, you also have to have a vegan, so...
True. He does have
That's
a...
true.
If he makes a save...
Okay.
But I'll let you... I mean, obviously you don't see
Yeah.
him, so you don't know exactly what's happening in the room.
Yeah.
You may miss him completely.
Drop it like it's hot.
You just tell me where you want to put it, even with squares.
Alright, I'm going to put it right there. Drop it. I'm not going to use any meta magic on it.
Right there with no meta magic?
Yeah.
Alright, you
I'll
drop
Need
this
to spell
fireball.
slot.
That gets 4 people on that side. And I'm going to try to use it again just to see if it works. I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution save to see if I can counterspell this or not. Straight up con save.
Okay. Let me find it. Get back on my character here. So this.
Which one's counterspelling?
The guy in the back.
Which one? This guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna counterspell his counterspell. Can I do that as a reaction?
No, because you've already burnt your reaction. But normally, yes, you could.
Wait, how did I burn my reaction?
Because you did absorb element.
Ah,
Absorb
damn,
elements.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay, here it is. I'm going to use Tides of Chaos on the, whatever, the check. 11, 18.
You're going to make it. So your spell goes off. I'm going to make 4 quick saves here. This is for the guy that tried to counterspell. He succeeds. This is for my other guys.
Well, no, actually, he did, because mine's 18. My spell save DC with innate magic is 18 now.
Okay, then I only get 1.
So only one made it.
Yep.
I hit the wrong guy. Sorry, that was for something else. Here's Fireball.
Yep, that would be for
much. Here it is.
31.
31 total.
Got it. They are all bloody.
Oh, okay. And that's all I can do because I've used everything.
Scorpion.
Okie dokie. So we're in combat, so this can be difficult terrain.
It would be now. For you to squeeze through that hallway, it would be now.
Okie dokie. Alright, so my movement for this thing is 40 plus 10, which is my speedy, so 50.
Yep. So it'd be 10, 20, 25 to get out of the room.
Well, I mean, it's 5 just to get to the entrance there, but 25?
Oh, did you have to take a step forward?
I did, yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It'd be 30 by the time you got out.
So
that would be 5.
What is
steps forward? Go
yeah,
ahead.
can I get through? What does this cost me?
If
5.
you were there,
Yeah.
that's where you were first.
Yeah, 5.
You're talking. That'd be 5.
Yeah, 15.
That would be 15. That would be 25.
25.
That would be. You're not out of the room, so you still have to pay the cost.
Right.
You're
That's
so
fine.
big. 35, 40.
Okay.
So you'd have 10 foot of movement wherever you wanted to go.
Can I go right there on the other side? Yeah.
You sure can.
Yeah, because I'm like splitting the difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to put it right here. I'll put it up on here for us to read. That's the one I did a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. Me and you kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
I was going to grab.
Oh shoot. Let me put the actual display of BTT. So it's the we were using that generic token. It's like the round green one. I think I might have control of it.
I think I just used that one.
Oh, is this one, Dave? Right here.
Shows,
Oh yeah. My bad. Yep.
Yeah, I think I used that one and then just picked the side.
Yeah.
I thought I had the generic side, but I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. It's really weird. But if you want to put like a giant spider or whatever.
Nope. Yeah, I can fix it. I just don't know where that thing went. So that's the one. I'm just going to pull the generic token down.
Yeah.
And what was the aura radius?
Right. So it is a pack of animals, which I'm going to make it little scorpions for thematics.
Sure.
And help me out here, guys. Let's see.
It's a size large, right? It's
Okay,
large.
so it's 10 by 10, and then it's an aura of 10 feet around that.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. So if you want to give me an aura, I'll position it. Thanks, sir. Come on. Can I get control of it real quick, Dave?
Oh, yep, I forgot.
Yeah. No, you're good, man. You're doing you're doing everything else. We're just playing characters.
Try that.
Okay, let's do that. And that gets those 3. And it's going to be a DC 16 dexterity. And I believe I already rolled the damage above. Yeah.
Yep. Let me get back to mine. We're going to do left to right. For those 2 guys, they don't make it. And then for the big guy, he makes it.
Okie dokie. So
the 2 guys at the bottom take 17. The guy at the top takes nothing.
Okay. And we could delete this wild shape right here. And I've moved, I've acted, and my free action is 2 to the north, 4 to the south. And that ends my turn.
Bada bing! Smoke jaw!
Okie dokie then. Let's see. You know what? It's my time for a fireball.
Do it.
Can you put one down for me?
You should be able to go to your journal, pull the fireball off, and you'll immediately have control. I shouldn't have to do anything. Grab it by the word fireball and not the little hashtags. There you go. Now you should be able to line it up to squares wherever you want to drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
Such as that. Or that.
Where that?
Where that?
I'm gonna do that right there, and that's gonna be a 5th level.
Oh.
Okay. Burn that spell slot. You're gonna get 2 extra d6s out of that. That hits all 4 again. We're gonna make that save and see what I can do. That's another dex save. So this is for my big guy. He's gonna make it. This is for my 3 little guys in a row, left to right. 1, 2, 3. Only 1 makes it. So succeed, fail, succeed, fail. Go to the fireball spell. Just roll the 5d8 or 68, and then click the thing at the bottom of it 2 more times. It should have like a d6 right below it for additional spell.
It should have rolled all of them.
You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It did. You're right. 31.
Sweet.
Big guy is bloodied. That guy failed it. He is dead. That guy succeeded. He takes 15. He is still in it. This guy is dead. Ooh, with the explosion, then the big bang boom.
With a drag of his pipe, Smokejaw says, "I told you to surrender. Now you die." And then
Going in what is technically, you know what? Let's get this set right. And going what is technically in the start of round 2, Aureus.
I'm gonna try and punch this same guy.
Punch that same guy. Well, I'd say you are.
12.
12. He drops like a rock.
Alright, get me this guy.
No, you did not.
Alright, oh, flurry is a bonus.
Hit.
That's funny.
23,
That's
36.
funny. 20, 19, 18, 11, 12, 13. Descending into us.
Yeah. 36. Does that look right to you?
Yeah.
Okay. What you doing?
I'm gonna stand on this side. Okay.
Alrighty. Since I can't get you anyway, he steps right up in front of all of you, and he launches a massive cone of cold. It rips out from his fingertips. I need all 3 of you, which would be the Scorpion, Zoran, and Smokejaw, to give me a DC 15.
Do I get any cover?
I would give you half cover. That would give you +2 to this save.
Okay, cool.
I
What did I
would do so.
X.
So that DC 15 dex.
Dex.
22.
Zoran makes it. Scorpion does not. Smokejaw makes it. Cone of Cold rips through all of you, doing 46 damage. You'll take 23 if you make the save. 46 if you fail. Chris, you'll take 20. You'll take 13.
Okay.
Oh, let me roll for concentration.
You would take
on that.
half of half, making the save and then
Oh
resist.
no, so I would do. So half would be 23, and then half of 23 would be
13.
basically 11, right?
13. No, you're right. 11,
I would
not
be
13.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 2 off.
Made my concentration.
And John, you would take 13. No, 26. Excuse me. You take
Okay.
Because you also made it.
And I made my
your
concentration, Dave. Yep.
Yep, excellent. 5, 10, 15, 20. He moved 25 from there. I think I'm going to put him right in front of you as he gets out of your field. That is it for my big guy. Coming up to my others. Oh, already did him. Called Fanatics.
Let me see when
Hey,
they
Mom.
take. Let me see when they take damage in this. It might be at my turn. I think it might be my turn. Whenever a pack moves within 10 feet of a creature, you can see, and whenever a creature you see enters or ends its turn there. Okay, so yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you go ahead and go,
Yep.
Dave. Yep.
Monk up in the top corner. I'm going to bonus action enhance his sword. 2 serrated blades. 19 and 10.
19.
Let's see if this will roll it off. Hey, it does. You're going to take 9 slashing and 6 necrotic.
Alright.
That is his turn.
Alright, I take no
I
slash.
killed my guy with my Eldritch Blast. So he's got to run to here. Hey, Scorpion.
Yep.
27 and a 10.
27 hits.
27. He draws blood. For the crit.
Oh.
It is. Don't count any of that. Don't count not a single bit of that. Because we're not doing crits that way. I'm going to roll it one more time. Still won't do it. I'm going to roll it on a normal roll then. It's going to be 12 plus 8 is 20 for the crit.
Mm-hmm.
And the necromantic is 2d6 plus 6. No, plus 12. So it is 20 and 22 on the crit. 22 or 20 slashing, 22 necrotic.
Wait, so if you enhance something, it's max damage of whatever you enhance it with on a crit?
Remember any additional damage to it? Oh no, I gotta re-roll it again. Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's the additional damage is re-rolled. So it's 2d6 plus another 2d6. So I'm just gonna roll it one more time and we're only counting that. Plus, well, another 11. It's still gonna be 20 plus 21.
So 41.
Yep.
Okay.
20 of it is flashing, and 21 of it is necrotic.
And I'm down.
So ran.
Okay.
The scorpion kind of turns belly up.
Alright, I'll move here. Just get a survey of everything. Oh yeah, I got a roll. Hold on. Okay, next time I deal damage, it does maximum damage. Let's see. I am going to do a. Are these both the cultists? Are these both human?
Yes. All of them look human.
Okay. Did I roll something? I'm gonna cast. See, I can't get. It wants to just stay on 3rd level spells. I don't know why. It's not going to scroll up. That's weird. Let me clear it. There it goes. I don't know why it got stuck. I'm casting basically Loth's Lullaby, which is sleep. on these two, the big guy and the guy beside him.
Sure.
So they both have to make a Wisdom 18 DC save.
Let's see, top and bottom. Now, what is it again?
Wisdom 18.
Wisdom, got it. Top guy makes it. Bottom guy. Bottom guy fails it, so the bottom guy takes a nap.
Okay. And so that was 10. I'm gonna move to there. Say, Smoke Jaw, Timber Moss is down. Perhaps you could give him a potion. With your bonus action.
Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Just kidding. Where's he at? I'm gonna put a potion of healing down his throat.
It's not a potion of healing down his throat.
It's a potion of poison.
You step up. Are you doing it as an action or bonus action?
As a bonus action.
All right. Because this is the potion you got earlier, right?
Yes.
All right. Because Eddie, he feeds this potion right down your throat.
Right.
I need you to make a savings throw, a DC 13 con save, as he forces this potion down your throat.
You've got to be kidding me. Is it really a potion of poison?
It is.
How does that affect?
Brother!
Oh,
Can I get any more dead than I am now?
You'll fail a save depending on if you take this damage or not. You're going to take the damage. You have one additional fail, and you are about to roll a death save coming up. You fail the save, you would take the poison damage. You take damage, so that's an instant fail. So that's one. You've got a bonus action and something else. Chris, the rest of that message is, if you could have read it, says something along the lines of, do not drink these. It's something about the healing only, but the whole message is, don't drink them. The healing only is a lie.
oh. So they purposely wrote down a lie on their own stuff.
Well, the goal was to get people to take them and use it. They knew. They were hoping people would take them as healing. The whole description of the thing says something along the lines of, their goal is to get somebody to take them and use them as healing when they're not.
Alright, so I'm going to use a 4th level Witch Bolt and hit this guy right here in front of me.
You used your bonus for that, correct?
Yes.
Alright, have at it. See if you can hit him with a Witch Bolt. Yeah, 25 is hitting for 29 lightning. I'm going to absorb...
Plus the 3 for the lightning.
I'm going to use my absorb elements to turn 32 into 16.
It's just a 29.
Oh, that's right. Well, he gets bonus to his anyway. I'm going to turn it into...
I get a bonus of 3 because of my... Or actually, a bonus of 4 for my proficiency.
I'm going to absorb that and turn it into 16.
Can I use my reaction to counterspell his...
You can try. You can definitely... No, because you can't cast more than one leveled spell in a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do it in one turn, because you can't cast more than one leveled spell on your turn.
Alright.
Anything else? You used to could do that, but you can't do it anymore. Anything else, sir?
That's it.
Eddie, on top of your one failed death, give me your next.
All right. I will do it in the macro of secretness.
Yes. And don't put it on your character sheet. I just realized last week that y'all can put that on your character sheet and other people can see it. I will keep track of it on this side.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that one. Yeah. Well, everyone knows that.
Yeah, don't put it on your D&D Beyond sheet. I will keep track of it on this side.
Gotcha. Oh, I hit it. Let me re-enable it. It's death save. There it is. Did it roll yet?
I haven't seen it yet. We'll let it go because it could be some lag. Coming up to the top of the round, Aureus. Still hadn't got it for some reason.
It says that you attempted to use a command with looking for the value. Oh, I didn't select the token. That's why.
Click the token. Yep. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. What a roll.
Yeah.
Aureus, back to the top.
I'm gonna punch this guy again.
Bang him, that's a hit. Woo! 2 crits for you.
There's the first hit. He's still up after 9.
9 plus an additional 8, 17. He is.
That's not the crit. This is the first.
Oh, sorry, 9. Oh yeah, he's still in. That would be another 18. Got it?
So, he's in after 27?
He is.
Oh my god, okay. I'll just flurry of blows again.
Completely up to you. Negative, yes. Yes. Dude, he's still in at 9.
9. Dude. Okay.
Jesus Christ, how many hit points does this dude have?
Whatever.
67?
6 of them, whatever.
Jesus!
He had 11. He had 11 left. 9 gives him 3. 11 takes him out.
Yay!
There you go.
He, come on now, quit turning him. He also drops like a stone. Anything else?
If you feel like trying to heal him, Chris, that'd be cool. I don't have anything, considering that the potions we got are, then again, poison.
Poison, both of them. Anything else from you?
I used every combat action I can use.
You got it. My guy. Seeing his guy go down, you try to pour a potion of healing in your buddy's face. I am going to upcast a magic missile. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to... I think I am going to try it. I'm going to upcast the magic missile. I'm going to put 1 missile on my sleeping person. I'm going to put the rest on Smokejaw. That will be 6 missiles. 5 missiles to Smoke.
What? Hey, Dave, just because this works a little bit different. Hell, on the first round, he's not asleep yet. He's just incapacitated. So maybe he's drowsy or stumbling around. I don't know. But he would have to make another save on this round to actually go asleep. Now, you can still have him shoot a missile at him, but he's not asleep yet. So, I mean, if he shoots him with a missile, that's not going to affect if he fails the next saving throw, because then he would be asleep. Because he's not asleep yet.
The spell, being a wizard, is the only reason why I'm giving him this ability to know what the sleep spell is. That he knows the spell ends if they take damage. He knows the spell would end if they take damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 5 on Smokejaw. I'm going to put 1 on the guy. I'm going to do 1 for all for 1. That hadn't come through yet, so I'm going to click it one more time. Ooh, minimum. Smokejaw, you're going to take 10. The guy takes 2 and wakes up. Smokejaw, you take 10. The guy will take 2.
Alright.
That's his turn. Not necessarily that cult fanatic that died. This one, he's going to step 5 feet up to you, Smokejaw. Serrated blade, 1, 2, 22, and a 17.
Both hit.
You will take 11
But-
and 8.
I'm gonna shield that 11 one.
Yep, take 8. Use your reaction. Take the 8. So, Rand.
Well, and let me tell you this, John, because you might not have known, and just for next time. So if you would have shielded the first time, like you wouldn't have taken any magic missile damage either, because it completely negates magic missile and it adds 5 to your armor class.
Okay.
Just FYI.
I got you.
Okay.
Saying that, Chris is definitely correct. I would read some of the spells you have, because some of them have more than a common use, like shield.
Yeah. That 22 still would have. I think.
No, the 22 is still over your armor class. That's you're right. But you could have cast it last round. It would have deflected the magic missile. It would have shielded you from that one hit, and the 22 is still the only one to hit. You wouldn't have taken like the magic missile damage, and it shields you till the start of your next round. It stays on for a whole round, which I know you know that part because I've used it way too much. Bazoran, you're up.
The between the two over there in front of Smokejaw, are both of them bloodied or just one bloodied?
Both
or
of
either
them
are bloodied.
bloodied.
Okay.
Both of them have been bloodied since that other fireball. John's fireball.
I'm going to hit the main guy with a sorcerer's burst.
Sorcerer's burst.
Using psychic damage. I got a bonus. So 13 damage.
He'll take the 13. John, you need to make a con save to see if you can hold on to your witch ball. Isn't it concentration now?
I think it is. Let me double check.
I think it is too. Yep, concentration.
Yep.
Give me a con save. You're gonna make it because I didn't do more than 26 damage. Bonus action, I take it.
Well, yeah, and that's gonna be the bonus action. I'm gonna give Timbermoss a potion of healing, so that'll give you 8 points back, Eddie.
You get 8, Eddie.
And go ahead and give yourself inspiration.
My next magical surge is
Yep. Roll
I get to roll a 110.
Man, clutch.
8.
Mirror image. Suddenly, Chris, y'all seen this happen to him before? He splits into multiple images of himself.
Awesome.
Now you have another.
Well, that was my attack, my move, and my bonus action.
Okay,
So
that's it.
I'm done.
All right, Eddie, you come to prone on the floor with a hit point.
A hit point or 8 hit points?
8.
Oh, I think you said A. Gotcha.
No, 8.
I don't know why I put 10. Let's see. Let me fix this real quick, guys. Heal. Okay, 8 hit points. Got it. All right. Let's go ahead and bonus action shapeshift to a saber-toothed tiger. I want to give myself 30 temporary hit points with that.
I would say you would have to step down 5 feet. There's too many people here.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
step out of the way.
Actually,
so that you don't have enough. You don't have enough room to grow. Let's put it
right.
that way.
No, yeah. So I'm gonna like just on my hands and knees crawl to there.
Sure, because I am going to try to take an opportunity attack.
Well.
Oh, no, there. No, smart move.
Yeah. And then I'm going to shapeshift to my saber-toothed kitty cat.
Yeah.
Saber-toothed kitty cat coming up.
All right, you have control of that. I will let you change the token.
Okay. Now I'm kind of ticked off a little bit.
Yep. How many temporary hit points does that give you?
30.
30. All right, make at it.
3 times my character level.
You got it.
And I am going to do so that's my move, bonus action, and my action is going to be rend. I'm going to go first to the cultist.
Red or blue? I guess
the red guy, the Dominion guy.
All right. So you were in.
Are they the same, or is this a guy just?
They are not the same.
Okay.
No, they are not.
Yeah, I'm going for the red guy.
Red guy. All right.
Yeah. And I actually have a macro for this, speed of gameplay.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, that's the only thing I have to do is Tiger Wren. Oh yeah, it's already on here. I'm sorry, guys. Tiger Wren, select my token.
When 20 plus 6, 20 is a hit. Radiant damage is 2d6 plus 4 for an 11. Yeah, he'll take the 11.
Right.
And 11 is what he's got.
Nice.
Drop like a stone.
Nice. All right, now I'm going to turn my attention to blue for another rend.
Uh, 24 is also hitting.
With radiant.
He will take the 14.
And then I'm going to add my primal strike to that, which is my druid once per turn. That's for radiant.
So a total of 18.
Right.
Got it.
Now I'm going to roar.
It's like a fear effect?
No. I'm just it's just for thematic.
Yeah, he roars no matter what. Smoke y'all in. Because I have a feeling you're staying where you are.
I'm just going to go right there.
As a bonus action, he takes 1d12 again from the witch bolt.
Yes, which just click witch bolt again and we'll take whatever you got.
Or can I do one?
Okay. Yeah, don't cast it again because you'll lose the spell slot. He will take 3 though.
Okay.
Minus 3.
Then,
but it's lightning, and he does additional lightning for his.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so for my proficiency bonus.
But he only gets it once. He doesn't get it for every round.
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Okay. So when he first cast it, yeah.
And he does take 3 though.
Let's see.
What is your action?
I'm gonna hit him with I'm gonna come around to him and hit him with shocking grasp.
Oh, let's see if you can touch him. I would say you do. Brother has 5 hit points. Your shocking grasp lights him up for 10 electric damage, and he dies.
Oh, good job, guys. Holy crap.
At 5, with 5 hit points. So, a room full of prepared cultists have been vanquished. You find yourself taking just a small break, just enough to get your breath. As you do, this common room, which now seems to be ransacked with an evil mage and a handful of cultists who are standing around and well prepared for you to come into. Ox 2 and his group standing beside him are now little more than memories laying across the floor. How do you want to proceed?
Can we take a quick break?
You know what? It's 8:38. We should.
Yeah.
Let's take a break right here. Come back
And think about this
10 or
when you
so
guys
minutes.
are taking a break. I'm thinking about casting some healing, so when we come back, we'll resolve that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll run the bathroom myself. Be right back.
See ya.
Alright, fellas, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back, Jack.
Oh, righty.
I don't see Chris yet. He's not in his chair.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
When I edit these clips, I don't keep the break in there, so it makes it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was doing some soundbite work myself today, and I'm excited to use it. And I was trying to do a little bit of sound clip work.
Yeah.
I needed to cut off like the end or the beginning to get it trimmed right. Is there a particular software you use to edit your video and sound, or does it just do the whole video clip and you edit just that and it takes the sound and video with it?
So I use.
Like if you wanted to trim off 5 seconds at the end of this, and you don't need the last 5 seconds, either just cut the whole video and sound and everything.
Right. Yeah. So I use OBS Studios to capture everything, and then I edit it within a program called. What's it called? Get the little icon minimized here somewhere. It is called Cap CAP Cut. Cap Cut. And Cap Cut.
Cap Cut.
Yep.
Video editor, all-in-one editor.
Yeah. Now it's got some cool tools, but
They want you to pay for that, I'm sure.
Right. I'm doing stuff on the cheap. So, like the female voice at the end or the male voice in the beginning, I can't remember what it was. That's actually my phone dictating my speech, and I'm recording that and uploading
and then changing it.
Yeah, I'm doing some.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I jumped on. I was trying to edit, I was just trying to edit a sound file. I wanted to trim off the beginning and the end.
CapCut, you can do that all day long with that. Yep.
Right, and I saw a free one because I was just using the sound editor out of Microsoft Windows. And online, Microsoft threw out 2, and this is coming from Microsoft, so I feel like they're a little safer, 2 free sound editing softwares. One was called Audacity, which is free, and the other one was called a Free Audio Editor 2010, which is also free, given the name. I don't know anything about either one, but I was hoping that given it's free, and Microsoft is mentioning it, they're willing to take a little liability, that they're not some type of scam. And
So
like I say, I'm not looking to do a lot,
Right.
but I recorded these neat sounds that I was wanting to use, getting them into Roll20, and I needed to trim a little, and
So
I just
use
I
Audacity.
Figure out how to do it.
So for our first game at your house, I used Audacity, and so I use that, to success. Now there are some cool things if you wanted to add to it, but you're not adding anything. You actually recorded something that sounds cool. So
kind of like where I'll play. Well, not these music clips. They come with it. Let me pause it a minute. But like if I wanted to do like this sound.
Right.
Which is basically a fireball sound. Like I needed to trim a little extra off the end and just a little off the beginning. Just of the sound bite. I don't there's no video to it whatsoever. It's just sound.
Yep. Audacity, that's what you need. That's what I used.
I'll have to look in that. Look into it.
I'm trying different things. I don't want to do things too expensive, but I found some workarounds. So
I'm the same there.
I was using one and I edited so the Microsoft one, and I made the whole thing. But what it does is it doesn't save the file locally; it saves it in the cloud. And for some reason,
it did that today.
I wasn't able to access it.
Well,
I'm like,
I found out how I can get it onto my computer so that I can get it uploaded to Roll20. When you make the sound recording and you have it, if you right click on it, it doesn't say save as or save or anything like that. It says show in folder. And if you click that, it'll show it in a cloud folder. Then all you have to do is drop and drag it onto your hard drive, wherever you want to put it.
Okay.
And it's there. It downloads it right out of the cloud, puts it in your C drive or wherever, and then now I have it, and now I can edit it on my own.
Yeah.
But they call it show in folder, not save as or anything like that.
But I spent hours on that, difficult. And I'm like, no way am I doing this again. I mean, I was spending hours, and it sounded great, and I couldn't find it. I was like, well, I'm gonna start over with something something different, and I ended up finding CapCut. But
like I say, they made that way more difficult than it needed to be. Mm-hmm. That's for dang sure.
Wasn't very intuitive. All right, boys, are you back? Dawson, John?
I am.
Yeah.
All right. I want to, Dave, before we do anything else, I think maybe some of the tables and chairs would push against these doors here, but I want to do an aura of vitality. I'm hurting.
Do you want to do a short rest instead?
Well, I'm down, but maybe not here.
Yeah, maybe not here, but we could try and go back, step back, and do it in another room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the short rest would be very helpful.
Well, and that way we could conserve and save spell slots too.
Well, I mean, I may still do aura of vitality just because I'm down a crap ton, and I think a couple of you guys are too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to go ahead and do the aura of vitality, we can see like how far that runs, I guess.
Right.
Or how much mileage we get out of that, so to speak.
Right.
Are you needing to change back to human, or can that also be done from wild shape?
No, I'll have to pop out of wild shape.
Gotcha.
Now, one cool thing is, and I still have one more wild shape left, but I can convert a spell to a wild shape as well.
Yes.
Should I need to? But
yeah, that's a cool 2024 thing.
Yeah.
But once you take a short rest, you get another use of wild shape, right?
I think it's long rest. Maybe, you might be right.
I thought it was
I have to
rest.
check.
Yeah.
I'm about to say you'd have to read that one. I'm not sure on. So where would you like to go to try to do such a thing? As far as stand around for, a minute, casting, waiting for aura vitality to finish.
I think this room right here would be good with two doors.
So you're just going to bring everybody into that room?
I think so. Wait for John to get here.
I'm here.
John and Dawson.
Or Johnny and Dawson,
both.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
they're not
both
in the
here.
room yet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Then yes, distance would not be any factor at all here.
All right. So the idea is our vitality first, and then we can make a decision if we want to do a short rest based on remaining hit die. Okay. So I'm just going to roll, and
I would probably do 5 because you get 10 out of it. I'd probably do 5, decide who gets the 5, then roll it 5 more times and who gets those 5.
Yep. Let's do that then.
I feel like that would be a quick, easy thing.
Yep. All right. So I'm just going to do 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do Aureus the 10. Smokejaw 6. Zoran 5. And I want to give myself the other 7 and 8 because I'm down
15?
now. Yeah, 15.
Right, I know you're way down.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna do it the other 5, like Dave said. I like that idea. Let's see.
Yeah, when you're out of combat, it just makes it simpler.
Should be an easy way to do this. Let's see. Is that 2?
Yep.
3.
3. 4. Oh, no, that's 3. That's 4. One more.
And here's 5.
That's it. You decide.
Okay, and that's Or you still hurting? I'm sure you are.
I mean, I'm down a little bit, but I've got. If we end up not doing a short rest, I've got something to handle what I've got. So it's not that bad.
Okay. Well,
I can take 1, but you need 'em more. So
yeah, and I think as a monk, you probably will benefit from a short rest anyway. So, let's do 11 for Smokejaw. 6 for Zoran. And another, and I'll take the other 19. Because I was 0 of 103.
What? I'm gonna put it on this token, Eddie. What is your hit points now?
After that last 19, I have 42.
All right, I'm gonna do 42 on there, on that token, just so it's a little easy to track.
Yeah, and no temp hit points now because
Right, not yet.
Right. And then it's up to you, gentlemen, if we were to take a short rest or not.
Well, here's what I need. In the middle of this time that is going on, I need a perception check from the group.
Okay.
Well, you have 3 passes. As y'all are standing there waiting for this healing aura to soothe, mend, and take care of some of your wounds, you hear sound come from the room that you just left.
Oh, man.
You know that guy banged on the door on the west side of the room before he threw a fireball at you. And while you are standing here bathing in the healing light of nature, you hear a disturbance in that room.
I said we leave. Come back another time. I mean, we can go to that water area.
yeah.
My only thing is, like, I would hate to go in another area and, meet something else, and then be fighting it, and then the people from this room or whatever that when he banged on the door to alert someone, then we come up behind us and we kind of get ambushed.
Right.
You have to worry about that with a arrest or something else. You're correct. You have to worry about that anyway.
We can crack open the door. I can throw conjure animals and just let it cook right there in front of the door at 20 feet. And then run away.
As long as you can see them.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Throw my familiar in, or some of my familiar and have it sit in the corner and watch. I guess we're gonna open the door. I could do another. I could do another aura.
Well, before we open up the door, while he was doing these spells, Dave, I'm gonna convert and get a first level spell back. Use my sorcery points.
What is that? 2 points for that?
Yeah.
2 points for a first level spell, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
How bad are you? My spellcasters looking.
I'm
41
out of 92.
I'm down 19 points. Well, no, not anymore. I'm down 13 points.
Okay. So, Chris, I want to give you my potion of healing. That's not poison.
Okay. Okay.
And I also recommend us knowing where your potion is on you, so we shouldn't have to look for it.
Gotcha.
Like if everyone
And
keeps it
I'll
on
let you
our,
know exactly where I'm keeping it.
yeah.
It's in my backpack.
Okay, so I'm going to take it off my.
Do we know it for real?
No, I just think
What you doing with your potion of healing, Dawson?
It is not healing, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, that's right. What are you doing with it?
We should throw it at someone like one of our enemies. Here, guy. Here, dude. Sorry about hurting you. Here you go.
Take this potion.
So I actually had 3 of them. So I gave you one, and I show everyone else where I keep it on my right hip. Look, guys, right here. Okay, I guess we're going in to fight, but I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself. I mean, I'm hurting.
Yeah, cast it.
Whew, good roll.
Yeah, 42 plus 17 puts you up to 59.
Yep. All right. We might as well do any prep work you want to do, mage armor and all that stuff. If we're gonna go in before we open up the door, I want to cast a spell before I go in.
Give me you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. You hear that pilfering around for a very, very short amount of time. You hear the noise come from that room to your east. And then it kind of goes quiet. It is not there for very, very long at all. In your minute of getting this healing spell out. But you know somebody went in there, something was done. But as you're standing there, it is quiet again.
Fuck.
Fucking bear
But
trap.
it does not stay there. As you are preparing yourself to, oh no, let's open the door and just be ready to blast them. You realize that the sound's not there anymore. The movement, holy shit, the dead bodies.
Yeah. There's a lot of mess in there.
It's a mess now.
All right.
I hate to say it, but actually kind of doubling down on my original plan, my original suggestion of just going someplace else and coming back to this area. And the reason being is they control their opportunity. They know where we are, but when we take that opportunity away from us, I mean,
Well, let's.
Yeah.
I was going to say, let's go out of the room, but let's shut the doors behind us then.
Yeah. You want to explore down here, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might want to look in this rubble here too. I don't know. Was this like a cave in or something, Dave?
Yeah, that's where
like the roots were.
That's where the tree roots grew into the room. Obviously a long time ago, given the size of these roots. And at some point, it caused the wall to weaken. At some point, weather, water, mold, whatever, the whole thing collapsed. Of course, the tree just continues to grow.
Oh, okay.
Do we still want to do a short rest someplace else?
I mean, it might not hurt. We could go up here where the.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I mean.
The one with the locked door.
Yeah, we have the.
You have the lock, but I mean, who's going to be left outside to lock it?
Oh, you know what? That could be me. I could freaking shapeshift into something really small. I would be burning another resource, but I could just be a rat, behind a rock or something like that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Is there any cracks underneath the door I could squeeze in as a rat?
Yeah, but I don't.
It's not. A rat would be probably too big. But some type of mouse or spider, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's your last one, right?
What's that?
That's your
well,
last.
It's not. It's his last free one.
Right. And I burn a spell slot.
He's able to spend any spell slot and do it again. But it is.
But I think you can get it back on a short rest too, Eddie. Did you look
No,
at that?
it's long rest.
Oh, is it long? Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if like the old druid was short.
Well, maybe later on, but yeah. The thing is we lock ourselves in here. That means we can't get out.
Yeah, I think we're fine if we don't lock ourselves in.
Right.
That's okay.
And it is, I don't want to deter you one way or the other, but it is where they held a prisoner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So there's two ways to look at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't want to take a short rest. That's fine.
Just make a decision. Whatever. You tell me where you want to go, what you want to do. Just what decision you're going to make. Or let me put it this way. Are you looking for a place to do a short rest? And if you are, where is it? If you're not, then where do you want to go? Somebody's got to take the lead.
I think no short rest goes south, and this is kind of metagaming a little bit.
Yeah.
Because with less than an hour next week, we should have our full party. But
we'd be going south regardless, though.
True. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. But with that being said, I probably want to burn another cure light wounds or something. I'm hurting from a frontline perspective,
Yeah, I mean, if you're bad off, we'll go do a short rest.
Yeah, I have resources to burn, and I know that short rests come with wandering monsters. So
that's true, but I feel like we shouldn't have to burn like
50%
of our resources every time we want to do a rest.
Let me see that, dude. That might be an old thing.
No, it's on 2024. It's when you click on wild shape, that's what pops up. Right there.
Oh, maybe I get them all back at the long rest.
Oh yeah, you would definitely get them all back.
Yeah, that's what Chris put said. You get one on a short, all of them back on a long.
Okay.
So you would at least get one back in that regard.
Okay. Well, I still have one, but yeah.
But you do have other concerns. You are correct. You are not far into this.
Yeah.
So you tell me what you want to do. That way, we're going to quit dragging.
Right.
Let's just vote. Who wants a long rest? Or I mean, a short rest?
I say we just keep on going, go south.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to ease everyone's angst. How if I cast one more Aura of Vitality and we just move on? We just keep on going. How's that sound?
Okay, sure. That sounds good.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Then I'd say
I don't need it. So, but if you and someone else do, that's fine. It's up to you.
I definitely do.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. I'm doing it. It's just one action. It's one action. I'll do it.
One action with 1 minute as you wait around for the heal. So hit me with 5. Let's get it going.
All right. Sorry about that, but I think we got a plan. Here it comes.
1, 2.
Is that 3?
Yep. 4, 5.
All right. Let's do. Chris gets the first. So Smokejaw gets the first 3. So that's 12.
Thank you.
Yeah, prioritize you and Smokejaw.
Well, I got you. And then 12 for Chris.
I'm good.
You good? Okay. Here's the last.
I'm perfect.
Okay. Here's the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll take all that. So that's 15, 19, 25, 34.
34 is what I got.
All right, so 34.
Hey, while he was doing that with the healing for the minute, I'm going to use that time, and I'm going to be like looking through this rubble just to see if there's anything.
You fiddle around, start digging through the rubble in that corner, and it truly is just where the tree has grew down. Over time, it caused that whole place to kind of have a bit of, I guess, decay The tree forced the roots down through the ground. It pushed that wall. Time and everything eventually broke that section of the wall down as the roots protruded through it, creating the area that you see. You fiddle around, throw some rocks, move things out of the way, but it truly is natural damage that happened in that area.
Okay. Gotcha.
And it caused not only the rest of the damage in the southern hall, what it didn't cause is the hole going from the room you're in to the east. It weakened it, but it didn't cause it. That is clearly hand done.
I'm going to turn to Aureus and say, and you have to remember, my infliction, my voice is quite different when I'm an elf. It's like, this would be a good time for us to move like the wind and leave no trace of our sound, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little pass without trace action. Yeah.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I can do that.
If we wanted to,
Okay,
be a little bit more stealthy.
Without trace.
Yeah.
Just stay within 30 feet of me if we're moving then.
Yeah. Cool. The monk casting spells.
You look down in there. Your torches, of course, are still burning right about here. They are still in the water, producing just that little bit of light coming up out of the floor. And you hear the trickling of the water down in this fountain room, for the lack of any better word.
It's cool.
Alright. I'll try and stealthily.
Yep, we're gonna use some stealth. Yep.
Is everybody doing stealthily?
Yeah.
Yep.
If such a thing is happening, everybody give me a stealth roll and add 10 to it.
Nice.
As you stealthily try to move.
Holy crap.
I'm good. Good numbers.
I'm just missing one. Who do I got? Timber Moss, Aureus, Zone, Smugjaw. Need a stealth roll from you, sir. Oh, he tanked it. Man stubbed his toe on a rock, tripped,
13.
kicked it. It rolled down the hallway, made a lot of noise. Like,
Well, he's still got a 13. That's not bad.
he got a 13 with like a nat 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ones don't matter on skill checks.
Yeah,
They
not on
don't.
skill check.
They do not on skill check.
But
You are
13 probably
correct.
still wouldn't pass it, but it's not bad.
Like the most minimum passives are about 13 at a minimum. But either way, it doesn't really matter. You guys are moving very, very quietly and in comedic fashion. The big dragonborn hits a rock, and that shit goes way further than you kind of realized.
Damn it, Smugjaw, when are you going to be able to fly?
Nobody can hear these big ass beating wings. As you step back into this area, nothing really has changed other than those torches are still burning deep in that, or not really that deep. They're in this water. You still see all the rusted pipes that run along the walls and the ceiling, water flowing through all these nozzles. In the center of the room is this deep stone basin that's set into the floor and filled to the brim. The surface of the water ripples as it spills over from layer to layer, washing this clean water everywhere and through all of these pipes. To the south, you can easily see the door with a massive padlock on it. To the east, you see both another doorway and another hallway. To the west, stepping across a pipe, you see another hallway. Stepping inside, the fountain splashing and make it little drips of water coming off the water pipes from the ceiling as it drips down in a very slight rain-like fashion as you're stepping into the room, creating almost like a little rain effect in this quiet area of solitude. And all you hear is the water.
Does it make me want to?
The monk, quickly moving around the room, takes a quick step, walks across to the other side. At the end of that hallway, Aureus, you see a closed door. No padlock, unlike the door to the south. Anybody else? The druid moves around, seeing a different door at the end of a very short hallway.
I'm looking in the water now that I'm closer, and the torches are in the water. I mean, anything in the water?
You see nothing. The water looks clear,
Okay.
coming through the pipes in the fountain. It just, it seems to be just a big ass fountain.
Gotcha. I'm gonna grab one of those torches. Is it? I guess continual flame torch.
It is. It is a continual flame torch.
I'm gonna just stuff it in the top of my backpack where the torch is coming out. I guess. There's no need to.
It's fairly
burn
makeshift,
oil.
and I would probably half the distance, but I would give it to you.
All right. Well, I'll just put it in the. I mean, I'm not going to use it then. I'll just put it in my backpack. I might, put it like torch side down
Makeshift
or whatever.
strapping it to your back or something. Your body would block so much of it. I would have it. But now I like your idea of strapping it to the top of a staff or something that you're carrying. Now that's kind of cool. So if you decide to go that route, let me know. Or if you're going to hold it, let me know, because you're holding a lantern now, right?
Right. Yeah, I'll probably just put the lantern up and I'll strap it to the top of the staff. That would be a good use of it.
Sure. I'll switch that lighting, and you got a quarterstaff with a continual flame torch strapped to the top.
Nice.
Who's wanting to make a move?
What do you see
well,
down here?
This is there's a door with no lock. If you want to go in here.
Well, both of those doors on the east wall, neither had locks. Just to keep that apparent. I know you went past it, but Eddie or somebody stopped at it.
Yeah. So.
Eddie or somebody stopped at it, and he could easily say, yeah, there's no lock on that.
All right. Well, if we want to do the top one first, we can do that.
Okay.
And then I'll try and, I guess, open this.
You reach up, push that handle, and it clicks right open with no locks at all. You see pipes here that also run along the southern wall of this room, disappearing into the ceilings and the walls and the floor. You see a rather complicated series of cogs and four-handled turn wheels connected inside and on all the pipes.
Interesting.
Alright. I guess I'll try and move in the room.
Anybody else want to do anything else? Or are you...
I'll go in with them.
Okay. If you're trying to be stealthy, make that roll.
Yep.
If you are just walking in, then just walk in.
Nah, be stealthy.
Because inside, nothing really changes other than a small passageway that seems to continue to the east. Both of you enhanced with magic, not moving too shabby. Pretty dang quiet. Who cast that spell? Was that you, Eddie, or somebody else?
It was me.
Okay.
I get it from our race.
Sure. I just want to make sure who had it.
Yeah. I have it as well, but he just cast it.
Right. Stepping into that small little area, you see more pipes that just continue to run and go in various places, all seeming to come together in the room you just came through with the wheels and the cogs.
Okay. Sometimes a room is just a room.
It's just a room.
Does it look like it's been like travel either be wet or footprints or anything like that in here?
Give me a perception check.
Perception or survival? I have both.
You're looking for tracks.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Survival.
Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
you're looking more for tracks.
Yeah.
Survival.
Oh,
A 10. Given the amount, the best you can tell is that someone has been in here. You can tell the feet are not humanoid. But other than that, they did come up to these cogs. That's where the pattern is. But you can't track much. You don't know that they spend any time on any particular one.
interesting.
But it's clearly not a humanoid foot. That is obvious. But what it could be, you got no idea.
Okay. I'll tell the party that.
But something came here,
Yeah.
did something. The feet are definitely facing the cogs.
The caretaker of this machine is of outside of the humanoid perspective, possibly amphibian or something else. And that's interesting. I'll go over here. Does it look clean, David? Like the water, is it like murky or does it look like well preserved?
Oh no, water's clean.
Interesting.
Yep, water itself is clean.
So
I'm gonna
potentially
go down here, David. Look for.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, whomever is taking care of this is putting a lot of care and attention to the quality of the water.
I was just going to look for like secret areas, but my roll sucked. So
That's cool.
obviously I didn't find anything.
You gave it a look, but with the way the pipes are running in and through these walls, like nothing to you looks like it would have been a secret passageway. And you give it you give it a good look over, but nothing, comes across you like, oh, a secret passageway would be right there. There's too much water and no way for it to open without destroying pipes, and you just don't believe there's one there. However, when that door is open, who stepped up there and opened that door?
I don't know. I walked down here and the door was open.
Well, somebody clicked it, so go ahead and be honest and tell me who walked up and opened it.
I don't know.
It wasn't me.
But I'll stand up here. It doesn't matter.
I was about to say, I was either going to choose somebody, I was either going to choose the two that were down there, but somebody had to have clicked it.
It was open when I walked down here, but I'll stand up here. Whatever.
Somebody clicked it. So you were standing
in this
there,
room, I couldn't even see the door.
and the door opens. You see a rubble-choked southeast corner of this room, where more roots have grown in and collapsed part of it. I'm going to put you guys back in the areas where you were when this happened, and we'll move from there, leaving only a small gap near this uneven ceiling. Some of the rubble seems to have fallen around what looks to be this low table, which bears small clockwork cog components that you see and notice are all over the room. Sitting at this small low table with one lantern light is a hulking, fish-headed creature wearing exquisite silk fine clothes, who seems to be examining and working on some of these cogwheel parts. And Dawson, as you open the door, all you can hear is the very frog-like voice that comes from this figure. And he says something along the lines of, "Tell the children of Vecna that I am too busy right now. Far too busy." And he spins and looks at you. Huh. You are not children of Vecna. What brings you here?
Oddly enough, it is the children of Vecna that bring us here.
Give me a deception roll, sir.
What do you mean that's honest?
You are not children of Vecna.
No, I said the children of Vecna bring us here. I didn't say we were children. I didn't say I wanted anything to do with them. I just said we're here because of them.
I believe he would take that as a lie. Either way.
There you go.
Your deception comes through. Half a second. Where's the dice roller? He says, then what do you want? The water is working, and that is our deal.
So I take it you are the one that provides them this fresh water?
I take it you are in command of nothing, which means someone sent you here. What is it you want? Out with it.
Dave,
Nothing.
do I hear any of this?
Oh yeah, he's not trying to be quiet at all. I don't think Zoran would hear it as he's around some corners.
Well,
I mean, I even think Smokejaw might pick up on the discussion. He's
and
not
the reason
trying
why
to
I
be
asked,
quiet
yeah,
in any way.
I
You
didn't want to
definitely
step
hear.
on a role playing moment there or
Nope.
not.
I completely agree.
Okay, so if you remember my kind of my interpretation of like putting two to two together, the cleanliness of the water, the attention to detail of the maintenance and all that stuff. I'm going to come around from like a druid perspective, looking at balance and order and keeping things clean and healthy and right. And I'm going to interject if that's okay.
I'll let you and Dalton discuss that.
Okay. So I'm going to tap Aureus on the back, and I'm going to say, Commander, everything is here as it should be. The water is pumping properly, and the supply is untainted as expected. The inspection should be almost complete.
That again is no doubt a lie. Let's see how well mechanically you tell it.
Excellent work.
So deception or wait, I mean, what do you want to do?
That's definitely perception because you've obviously didn't really inspect. I mean, you weren't here to inspect anything.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. So what you want me to do? Deception roll?
Yep, straight up deception.
Okay.
You weave this little white lie, spinning it out here to him with a 9. You spin the lie, and this time he says, "Look, if you're just coming to see if I am here, you'll know that I cannot leave this area. So why all the pomp and stance? Either come in and ask your questions, or be gone. I am desperately busy, as you can see."
Very well. We're looking for some of our former travelers or some of our travelers. Helix, or I'm sorry, Embruto Noblin and Indrina Lamsettle. If you've heard of those individuals, we would like to continue our inspection of the facilities for the hand.
I have fed Umberto just as you requested. He is still in his room, chained up. Nothing has changed. I have had to do nothing.
Good.
Very good. Well, I apologize for the intrusion and thank you for your cooperation.
Off with you then. Off. I'm far too busy. And he spins around back in his chair, and he gets to work on this something. You never really got to it or got a good look at it, but he is doing and working on something. You step away, close the door, and he just goes back to work.
That's awesome. Good Yoda,
Excellent.
by the way, Dave.
I should have reversed all my language. Something you want is here, yes?
Oh man, that's awesome.
So yeah, he just turns around and gets back to work. Never mind you be.
Tell Smokejaw and Zorian not to go down that passageway, please.
What was in there? Could you identify it? Do you know what it was?
Very well.
I mean, I saw the picture, but I mean,
He was a custodian of the gears and potential waterworks, and he did
What does
not
that smell?
want
Is
to
something
be-
burning as I walk by?
Yeah, something's burning in the water. He did not want to be bothered and did not present a threat.
do you have prestidigitation, Smokejaw?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I got
You
that
take some
cantrip.
water in there. You could take some water in there and cast it on the water and make it smell funky and like, hey, something's wrong with this water.
Stop.
This water smells like piss.
So we got a little passageway to the left and a doorway right here as well.
That is correct.
All right, Monk, you want to do your magical fast fingers on it?
We can do this one first if you want. Yeah, we'll do that. Locked.
Ooh.
That it is.
Alright.
I miss locked doors.
Well, it ain't locked no more.
He's killing it.
You hear it, dude. The big padlock comes undone. Ching.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna try and stealthily open and move in here.
Yeah, if you're gonna try that, then definitely hit me with that roll.
Yeah, man.
If anybody else is part of that, then you need to roll as well.
I mean, I'm gonna stealth in once he goes in and does it, but I'm not moving yet. But I'll roll when I get ready to go in there.
Then you're part of it, so let's go ahead and get him out of the way.
Oh, okay.
If you're thinking you're moving in when he does, then get him on the board.
22.
All right, have at it. You open the door. Inside, you see a little bit of water that tends to leak down the walls. You can barely make out the individual. You step inside and you see what looks to be a small-looking fella. Tied and chains to the bed. A little gnome, well-dressed, in his little knickerbockers and his little short vest and his really big ears. The little gnome seems to be laying in a bed, but chained to it. You come inside and he sips abrupt, naturally. He gives you a once-over. In a fairly high voice, you're not part of the cult, who are you?
Is your name Umbuto?
Are you servants of the Marid? What are you doing here? Oh, perhaps you're here to rescue me?
Are you the historian of various deities, Umbruto Noblin?
I am. Someone has sent you to rescue me?
My teacher, of course.
This is a joyous occasion. This place has been so drab. It's terrible. And the food is the worst.
The lecture halls are without your presence. You're needed out of this area. You are free.
It is. It is. I have news to spread, but I can't. And you see a look in his face, almost dreamily, come across as he does his best to recall something he was right about to tell you.
Mm.
I, I'm a historian, and they took me because I learned something. I learned something. I am a very well known Vecna historian. It's what I do. I have read everything about him, and he is doing something. He's doing it. His rivalry between him and his friend Cass. It's him and his friend Cass. It's went above everything. Their hostility. They were going. I can't believe I can't remember.
So the female we freed earlier had some amnesia. I want to do another insight check to see if he's being
Oh,
truthful or not.
please roll insight. Everything he is saying is coming across as if it is an honest reaction. He is trying to recall what he found out, and he seems to be unable to do it at all. His condition, now that you have brought her up and you have seen her,
Sure.
seems a little worse. He is missing a whole gap while she remembered things. They took something else from her. They have also taken something from him, but it seems to be more like his whole block of a moment.
How does he look
Something
like health
something
wise?
he learned. How does he look health wise?
Yeah.
He looks a little disheveled, but ultimately, come on now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's not gonna post this. He looks relatively okay for what he's been. To the point, you can kind of look on that sheet that I gave you of the people that were captured, and kind of look, because I'm pretty sure he looks basically like that.
Okay.
And I know it's difficult to tell time and space underground, but how long have you been missing?
Oh, they just took us the other day. I haven't been here very long, but they took us and they did this ritual on us, and I learned this